Honk.
As we always say, the honk introduces the show. I don't know. Do we always say that? I said it just now. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome all to a Tuesday stream. It is the first stream of March. Welcome. Hey, Geister. Hi, Triffid. And enjoy your walk, Echo. March 5th, 2024, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc. Welcome to March, everybody. And welcome to day 2 of Battleblade Warrior as we continue to strike back against the Lizard Folk Empire and battle on the backs of pterodactyls. We haven't had the pterodactyl battle yet, but I can't wait for that to happen. It's going to be great. Before we go any further, a couple of quick reminders about ways to support the channel. If you have not done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. And if you are watching over on YouTube, in fact, I think there is somebody watching over here right now as we've just gotten started. Welcome. And if you like what you see in here, please feel free to chat in YouTube and also come over to Twitch and hang out with us over there as we are streaming in both places. And please sub to me over on YouTube. That is always appreciated. Discord is !ArvCord, where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is really the merchandise area. We're going to be adding more stuff to that soon, including stuff relating to Expedition for the Mysterious Peaks. That's taken a little longer than we were hoping for, but we're making gradual progress. And in fact, I should follow up edition from the Mysterious Peak. Oh, hey, Pyron. I see. Too late. I've already subscribed on YouTube. Hi, Pyron. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling like hanging in there anyway. Thoughts are going out to you. Let's see. Merchant illustration check-in. Okay, I just have to write myself a note. Okay, right. That's good. Now I know what I'm doing. So, anyway, the merchandise area where you can get stuff for yourself and cool swag for yourself and also support the channel. That would be lovely. The Patreon is !ArvTreon, which is sitting at 14 with 92. I'm hoping, I really want to get that back over triple digits because that is the way that I'm able to support the channel, that and the subs that I'll talk about in just a minute. And those things really do make a difference in terms of getting videos done and various, music and commissioned and all that kind of good stuff. Not to mention character art. And their vocalist paid. All that stuff happens thanks to your generous financial support. So please consider doing that. Plus, you get cool stuff for yourself individually with the Patreon, and you also can get cool stuff for the channel as we head towards channel goals. So please support the Patreon. Please sub to the channel / resub to the channel. That also really makes a big difference. And over there, you can get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. Both with Patreon and subbing, you can also get inspirations for our players in the tabletop games. And we got a lot of tabletop this month, about which more in a moment. So we've got that going on. Please support us there. On the publishing side, !Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And then Grayshade. I had a really great conversation yesterday with Emily, with better known as online as EDE Bell, who is the acquisitions editor, managing editor at, I think the acquisitions editor is the content editor, acquisitions editor. Anyway, one of the two major people at Athos Arts. Had a great conversation about Heretic. She is keeping her thoughts to herself about this. She is just doing the edits. She's not going to say anything about the book until after it comes out. But I am authorized to say that she has many... how do I put this without spoiling stuff? There are good vibes. How about that? I'll say there are very good vibes about this book. I can't say anything more because she is going to reveal what she thinks about it after the book is already out. But once I get the stuff back from her and we do the copy edits, then we're going to be sending it out for blurbs, and it will be out on schedule. Heretic, the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy, will be out on schedule in the summer of this year. I'm very excited for that. Also excited for the tabletop role-playing game of Grayshade, which I had a very good conversation about a week ago with Eric from Alligator Alley and the amazing Brandon O'Brien. Both of them together were well, Brandon is responsible for designing it and developing it, but Eric and Rich Lescouflair are the ones who are really giving all this extra support. And of course, they're the ones, along with Chris Negelin at Alligator Alley, who will be publishing it. So I'm very excited about that. So you can buy Grayshade. You can buy Renegade at that link right now. You can buy the audiobook of Grayshade from our very own Trent Sparks there right now. You can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game and pre pre-order Heretic, the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy, at that link. Please do that. Those pre-orders definitely help. If you have any interest in a story about redemption, about faith, about Assassin's Creed style, characters wandering through dark fantasy cities, if that has any interest to you, then you should definitely go check that out, and would be very grateful if you would do so. Last but certainly not least, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help, and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future in a similar situation. Quick note about schedule. So we've had one schedule change this afternoon. We were supposed to play Talisman Adventures, but unfortunately we've had schedule conflicts with two of the players, which means that we will not be able to do Talisman Adventures today. So instead, I will be continuing the end game of Dredge. Very excited to finish up Dredge. Don't know that I'll finish it up today. I might finish it, if not today, then probably in the next session, which will be next Tuesday, but we're closing in on the end of that. And then I'm going to be seeing what we have next for video game stuff over there. I have some possibilities, but we'll see. That's happening today. Tomorrow night, we have Community D&D Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That's tomorrow evening. I'm very excited about that, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And yes, Geister, on Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, it is the premiere of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am extremely excited for this game. It looks tremendous. I can't wait. I have said that Final Fantasy VII Remake was, in my opinion, the best remake ever made. I think it redefined remakes. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. A spectacular experience, and I cannot wait and see how the second one in the series with Rebirth is. So really pumped up for that. That's going to be happening Thursday the 7th. Then on Saturday the 9th, we have the second session of D&D with Infinity and Beyond, Eberron Oracle of War, where the King's Citadel is locked in a huge battle with a vampire. They got some problems. They're in a chamber with lava. There's some stuff. So that's on Saturday the 9th. Tuesday the 12th is Beowulf, Age of Heroes, and that is going to be starring our very own TariToons, about which more in just a moment. Then I'll be back over in Pen and Pixels doing more of Dredge. Probably that'll be the concluding session of Dredge. And then next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the Banner Saga 3. Very excited for that to return with the Arvocalis. Next Thursday the 29th is more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Saturday the 16th is more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So it's a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth week, a lot of it coming next week. Then the week after that, the 19th, we have Beowulf Age of Heroes, this time with Tren Sparks. Then we have got, not Dredge by that point. If I have any left over, I will, but it'll be a new video game. I'm not sure yet what I'm playing over on Pen and Pixels after Dredge. Wednesday the 20th will be Community D&D. That'll be Waterdeep Dragon Heist again. Thursday the 21st, more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Saturday the 23rd, we have Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, which is going to be awesome. Then Tuesday the 26th, we have the Patreon Fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And then over on GOG.com's Twitch channel, so 3 weeks from now, we have D&D with GOG. So we have Ghosts of Saltmarsh then. Thursday the 28th, more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again. And then Saturday the 30th, we'll wrap up the month of March with Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. And one note, folks, we are, by that point, we'll only be 2 months away from ArvCon 2024, where we will be raising money for Damon Runyon. It's the most important charity event we do all year. And I'm hoping and praying and believing that we're going to move towards very positive things there. It's going to be super cool. So that is the calendar. I always want to try to go through that if I can at some point at the beginning of the stream. So yes, all of that is going to be happening coming forward. But now what we have, I am happy to say, oh my God, Effect Life. Subscribe for 35 months. Thank you so much, Effect Life. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to unmute myself so Tari knows that we're set and ready to go. And then I'm going to unmute her. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to head over to reveal to you that we are here and ready to go with Battleblade Warrior. I just wanted you all to know, I'm going to go get the game book just from the other side of the office. While I do that, I was hoping that Tari could hold forth on how Gale is a really screwed character in the franchise and is totally screwed over by Mistra. So off you go, Tari.
Hi. So in the green room, I was telling Arf about my misgrievances with how the fandom is viewing a specific companion character from Baldur's Gate 3, and how I think that Mystra was right. And y'all can come for me. Also, I don't have the stream open, so I don't know if any of you are saying anything in chat. Let's see. Okay, now I can see chat. So yeah. Not gonna go into spoiler territory. Just saying, I can like I would probably be even more pissed than Mistra after what he did.
So yes, I was of course entirely joking. I did want to show everyone before Tari introduces herself that is when I went over to get the book. That is, I knew this day would come. That is the seat that's in my book nook, as I call it, on the other side of the office. And as you can see right now, the book nook is occupied by an orange cat. The only problem with that is the fact that orange cat is not in my view. The orange cat should be here on the cat tree. You're sorry that's a tribble. Yeah, this one is he is as floofy as it gets, actually. He is super floofy all the time. In fact, you can see for yourself right there that he is a floofy boy. Anyway, so Tari, when not defending Gale from the terrible depredations of Mystra, how have you been? How's life in the universe with you? How's everything going? No, it's just funny because Tari came on and Tari was just like, she's like, you know who really pisses me off? The fandom of this. And then I was just like, okay. And then she's like off to the races. She's like, because this happens with Mystra, and then like Mystra did this, but then Gale really is responsible. He's such an idiot. It's all blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right. I'm listening to it. So I was like, all right, well, but can a god really be screwed over by a mortal? Yeah, but he's so dumb. And I was like, okay. So
like the thing is, he screwed himself over and then blamed Mystra for it, which is a very important distinction. And also, it doesn't matter how terrible or not terrible is what Mystra did, because it still does not justify what he did.
Fair enough. Two wrongs do not make a right. He's still in the wrong.
Like, you don't get to risk nuclear warfare over your girlfriend not giving you a promotion.
That does seem like an extreme reaction. Yes, I would say that's true.
Also, Geester, the current Mystra, as far as I know, anyway, is still partially midnight. Like, she is a accumulation of various memories that Mistral, the original Mystra, and Midnight had that were stuck in the remaining part of the weave.
That has left my current Forgotten Realms knowledge way behind. I am not up on current. My mind is more full at the moment with Eberron lore and stuff like that, because that's the main campaign I've been running. So.
And here you like to flex on stream how you are personal friends with Ed Greenwood, and you don't even know every single little detail.
I know. No, listen, if you were to ask, I mean, Ed would of course know all of this, but then Ed's doing 6 million things at the same time, so even Ed, I'll bet at times has to reconsider. I wonder what, That's true. Should I go ask personal friend Ed whether he thinks that Mystra is screwed over by Gale because Gale is an idiot? Should I specify? But anyway, no, I'm very excited to have Tari with us.
I think he might be a little bit biased on the matter, considering the way he writes Mystra.
It's very conceivable. Yep. Would not surprise me. Yeah, exactly. Oh, personal friend Ed TM. No, it's just it's very funny. Anyone who's had conversations at conventions or in restaurants or anything with Ed, it's an experience. Ed is a very good guy, but it's very much an experience. I've had sometimes having discussions with people like my friend Brandon Crilly, who's Canadian author, who's also friends with Ed, talking with or Marie, talking with one of them about the time that they talked with Ed about something is also funny. There's separate stories about conversations with Ed. It's a good time. Anyway, so Tari, besides these sorts of things, how are you? And are you excited to continue our battle against the Lizardfolk Empire with Batar Lashes, which is 100% a Star Wars name, by the way? That should 100 be, you know what I mean? It's totally Star Wars.
Yeah, that's definitely a Star Wars character.
But are you prepared for what company's next? Do you have faith in chat?
Nobody can be prepared for the the amazingness that is Bartar Lashes.
I guess my question is, do you have faith in chat that chat will make the decisions needed to keep Batar alive? That's my question. No, you don't.
Absolutely not.
Okay, just keep that in mind, chat. I just want you to know one of us believes in you and one of us does not.
I'm just very used to player characters dying all the time in these games, so
that is true.
I have faith in chat that things will be very entertaining, at least for me.
That's true. Oh yeah, no, it's going to be extremely entertaining. I can't wait for that. All right, let's talk about this. Some of the deaths are very amusing. Yes, that's true. Okay, let us talk about soundtrack. So, what
last time we had Chrono Trigger, I think.
Did we have Chrono Trigger last time? I guess so. So we could do like Secret of Mana. We could because I think we've done Chrono Cross on here before. We could do Secret of Mana.
Yes,
OST?
let's do Secret of Mana. But then I will just be humming along all the time because I fucking lost Secret of Mana.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Secret of Mana. Okay. And we will go to I will put this in chat in just 1 second in Zoom chat. After I get rid of the commercials. Okay, that's fine. Go away. Right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. And...
Ooh, we should do a cowboy game at some point. Maybe.
That's...
Maybe
yeah,
not. Those probably all aged horribly, now that I think about it.
Wild Arms, if you want that cowboy vibe. Oh, man. The soundtrack for Wild Arms is awesome. I really liked Wild Arms back in the day. That was an underrated series. It was a series that like some people played and liked, but it just was sort of a niche group that really loved it. But it wasn't one of those huge like Phantasy Star that everybody knew or Suikoden that everybody knew. It was one of those deals
that was on the PlayStation, right?
Yes, it was on the PlayStation, PS1. And I think
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, PS1. Well, no, because I think there was a sequel that came out for PS2 also, and I don't remember. I think there were like 3 games in the series or something, and I only played the first one. But man, I love Wild Arms. It was really good back in the day. Okay.
I never played it.
Oh, you should at least check out the OST, because I think one of these times when we get that cowboy vibe for whatever game we're playing, we should do that, because it would be, I think you would really like that OST. So, okay, chat, we are here with the following problem. So, we come from the city of Vimorna, #Vimorna for life. And for 6 years, that city has been besieged by those bastard lizard men, evil lizard men. Important to recognize it's the lizard men. It's the men who are sucky. I just want to be clear about that. Men suck. I think we can all agree. Day after day, we have fought alongside our mother. No, the lizard women are, listen, they are, they're misunderstood and they're the resistance, okay? But the men,
what
anyway,
about the lizard envies?
That's true. The lizard centrists. I don't know. Oh no, you said envies. That's true. The lizard non-binaries. Yeah, I don't know. See, that's what I mean. We don't even know about them.
Centrists,
we don't know about them because the whole empire, Tari, is toxic lizard folk male. It's toxic lizard folk masculine thing. Know what I'm saying? So we have fought alongside Queen Periel, but only divine assistance can save you now. But, chat, Lord Tilak has appeared to us in a dream and told us that we, specifically you, chat, are the one chosen to seek out the weapon which will aid you and your city, that being Vimorna, against the dark forces. Our mission, I am reliably told, will be fraught with danger, but we must succeed because we are Vimorna's only hope. #Vimorna Rise Up. So if we're going to do this, we need to figure out a way to do it. So we have not a whole lot. We've got a sword, we got a hunting knife, we've got a bow and 3 silvered arrows, we've got a small glass globe. We need to find Lascar, we've been told. We have a 10 out of 10 skill, a 20 out of 22 stamina. We've got 9 luck, and I just realized that I need to put that in there.
Yeah, you better believe that our skill is 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10. Like, yes, exactly. And provisions 4. So we've got 4 provisions as well. So with all of that said, our character Batar Lashes, as you can see being illustrated right now, is ready to go. So we have just defeated this dread creature, which was some kind of like... Oh, actually, Tari, do you have the... I'm sorry to stop your current illustration, but do you have the illustrations from the last session?
I do.
just as a recap.
So this was a warm up last time.
Yep, Fifi doing the job with the power of fire.
And the very sexy lady from the cover, 1-to-1 copied.
Let me show for comparison. Note the similarities that we get there. That's the glamour shot, right? Like that's the action shot, but what you have there, that's the cover. That's the Vogue cover. Yeah. Okay.
Then the design for our Batar Lashes.
Yep, Batar Lashes. A very practical fighting.
Drag princess, not drag queen.
Right, drag princess.
Her mom is drag queen.
And it's just to be very clear, Chad, that's a very practical fighting outfit there. So just, Yeah,
it is.
Very practical. Streamlined, really.
Yeah.
And there we see an example of it. Right, the bow and the 3 silvered arrows, and you'll notice that the arrowhead is a heart. Chat, just remember that.
Yeah, for those who weren't around last time, we did like a whole Valentine's Day theme for her.
Mm-hmm.
Like an Eros thing.
It was the thing, and it was very funny.
God, what was that with the river? I don't remember.
That was where we were trying. Right, because let me see if I have the map. I don't know if I have the map somewhere. No, that's the wrong map. I've got to actually try to track down the map. So the let me see if I can find the. Yes, so this right here. Okay. So you can see the map right there, and we took that river that basically went up into the jungle, and it was like it was a river that was like very fast moving, and we had to test our skill, which we of course passed because of course as we went up into the jungle. And so this was us trying to navigate using our streamlined outfit.
Yes, of course. Yes, and then we made a new friend who we went to hug.
Yes, right. That was the one down in the valley that we were like, oh boy. And that was followed up by this heartwarming experience.
Yes, just killed us as we tried to sneak past it.
Yes, we tried to sneak past it, and this next picture, I think, is what happened when we tried.
No. What happened after was when, first we saw the thing, we tried to sneak past it, that got us killed.
Right.
And then upon the reload, we went a different direction, and then got chased by T-Rex.
Oh, that's right. We had exactly the
that.
T-Rex. We did manage to survive. I forgot about that.
And then the T-Rex and the Triceratops started fighting, I think.
Right. And we were like, peace. We're like, good luck to you. And we like peaced out. Okay. Right, that's right. All right, and that's what brings us to where we are. We defeated this weird alligator something-y before. So that brings us to save point 348, which is where we start today. We've had 1 death count so far. So chat, put on your thinking caps, and let's get ready to go here. Get ready for your votes as they come in. The body of the repulsive creature sinks back into the swamp with a sucking sound. And you spend an uncomfortable night perched too close for comfort to the water's edge. The morning dawns bright and glorious, and you wake face down in the soft mud, having suffocated overnight. No, having succumbed finally to your tiredness, regardless of any danger. For a few moments, you wonder why you were afraid to sleep. Then the red stain on the surface of the water nearby reminds you. You wash and move on. At least there is no trouble eating in the jungle. You can collect up to your total of 4 provisions as you walk along, which is what we did at the very end of our last session. So it should just be possible now to see the Lion Heights and Telax Mount from the top of a tree. You may care to climb up, or perhaps you would rather continue on your way. All right, chat. So here's our first vote of the day, and the vote is, I'm going to open the vote now. Should we climb up the tree to take a look at the Lion Heights and Telax Mount, which is where we're heading towards, by the way, we're trying to get there. Do you want to climb up the tree? That's $vote space 1. Or do you want to keep going on your way? That's $vote space 2. Please get your votes in now, chat. Climb or don't climb. $vote space 1 to climb. $vote space 2 to not climb. Oh man, this music. Ba 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 da ba ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Hey, what's up, Darksteel? Welcome, everybody. Please get your votes in. If you've never joined us before, you can control what happens in this game. All of the power and the responsibility is coming to you. And as you know, with great power comes great responsibility. Keep that in mind. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about this last time, Tari, that the Super Nintendo, I always thought, had kind of like a muffled, like the bass was too bassy or something on the sound.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I don't really recall my time playing on an actual Super Nintendo.
On an actual Super Nintendo.
Recall on like emulator.
But what I was going to say was that this soundtrack, I thought, had much less of that effect of the overly bassy thing than most of the ones that I listened to. Like, that was one where I was always like, this actually works really well with this. So. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing bad ever happens when you climb a tree. I agree, Triffin. All right, last call. Last call as to whether you want to climb the tree or not. Boom, 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 boom. Surely no killer bee nests on this flesh-eating tree. No, right. I can't, I can't imagine that would ever happen. Okay, so we are going to climb up the flesh-eating killer bee-infested tree, as I've been told is reliably going to happen. That should work.
Hey, I know Killer Bee. Well. That's a character from Naruto.
All right, let's see.
So we should be prepared to defend our honor in a rap battle.
That's true. You haul yourself up a tree into the topmost branches, and from there you peer cautiously out over the jungle. It is a fabulous sight, like a green sea with the wind blowing it in waves. The forest rises up into the hills less than a day's journey away. A pair of huge birds are flapping their way over the hills. Eagles, perhaps. The south is covered in an evil yellow mist, and your view is obscured, while the west is lost in a heat haze. To the north, the jungle continues as far as the eye can see. Will you clamber down and continue your journey now, or stay up here in the swaying branches a little longer? All right, chat, $vote space 1 if you want to climb down from the tree. $vote space 2 if you want to stay up in the swaying branches a little longer. Climb down, $vote space 1. Stay in the swaying branches, $vote space 2.
Did you know that the German translation, or localization rather, of Secret of Mana is kind of infamous? Because, like how a lot of English translated SNES games have so-called rulesyisms?
Yes.
Based on the specific translator who made certain changes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So German, Nintendo of Germany had their own equivalent of that, just even worse or better, depending on who you ask, resulting in some very interesting changes for the German version of Secret of Mana.
Really? Such as?
Yes. The guy who oh god, who was it? I don't remember which character it was, but the translator renamed him after a famous German football player of the time, for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
see.
think it was a canon guy, but I'm not sure.
I wonder, wasn't that a localization thing with Final Fantasy where they named it Biggs, Wedge, and everything? I don't know that was unique to Japan. I think that was localized English, and they made them all into characters like that, I believe. I think so. Anyway, that's interesting. It's amazing thinking about all of the localization stuff that's been done with, say, Xseed with Trails in the Sky and all that. Localization is hugely important. Good localizers just really, really make a game just pop in whatever the native language happens to be. So, that's cool. All right. So right now I'm going to last call this. We have 2 votes to clamber down and 1 vote to stay up in the swaying branches. Waiting for it. So $vote space 1 to climb down. $vote space 2 to stay up. I like your logic, by the way, Darksteel, which is just I have no idea why we do that. So let's do it. Going once. Going twice. And all right, we're going to climb back down. The day warms God, started. And the day bleeds. It's a nightfall. Okay, I'm not going to do that. The day warms as you journey onward and the jungle comes alive. Birds call, monkeys scamper in the trees. Everywhere is strangely beautiful. A new call, one you have never heard before, sounds way up ahead and is answered by a roar. Some overzealous parrot eaten by a crafty jaguar, no doubt. But on the other hand, roll 2 dice. Yes, I exactly remember that. Although I know you meant Mirkwood, but when you said nice breed over Kirkwood, I immediately thought of Kirkland, and I had this image of like Bilbo and the dwarves hanging out in Kirkland, Washington. I don't know, it was silly. But yeah, they did get angry about that because only Bilbo, and also the fact that they were at a valley, so that Bilbo thought he was looking out and seeing like the edges of the forest, kind of like in a bowl shape. Or thought that the forest had no end, but actually they were at the bottom of a valley. And if they had just kept going the way they went, they weren't actually that far from the eastern edge. But okay, so we need to roll 2 dice. So I'm going to need a volunteer from chat to be our dice roller for today. You can roll the dice in chat. And all you need to do is roll 2 dice. And you don't need to add anything. You're just rolling 2d6, which you can do in chat. And we're trying to get our skill score or less. That is what we're aiming for. So who in chat, who among you will become the ones responsible? All right, what do you think, chat? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who is going to roll dice? Who would like to volunteer? I think it's $ roll space 2d6, if I'm not mistaken, Triffid. I believe. There it is. All right, so we rolled a 5, which is definitely less. Thank you, thank you. All right, we have rolled less than or equal to our skill score, meaning you freeze instantly. That last cry was too artificial. Silently drawing your sword, you stand in the shadows and wait. With a whooping cry, a band of dark-skinned warriors clad in panther skins swings down at you from the trees, long knives slashing the air. You are ready for them, though, and leap to the attack. There are 5 warriors, and they attack 2 at a time. Each time a warrior falls, another takes his place. Okay, so let me put that up on the battle thing here. There we go. Okay. Panther.
Like, I know they mean, like, some kind of like stereotype about like being dressed in like literal furs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like all I can imagine now is like skin tight, like leopard print clothing.
I can't imagine why that would be on your mind looking at our character. Maybe Batar knows them. Like, hey. What's up? All right. Panther Warrior number 2. Panther Warrior. It's very 80s, Tari, just so you know. Number 3. Panther Warrior number 4. And I need to add one more to this list. Add. I know that's below the visible window, but we don't need to switch that yet. Okay, now. It says... Oh, wait, I have to do that as 5... 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay. Now, it says we fight 2 at a time, and there are different rules associated with that, with fighting 2 at a time. So when you fight more than one opponent, you have to decide which one of the opponents you're actually going to fight. And then, so the way that works is basically, what's the Panther version of a leotard? Yes, what is the Panther version of a leotard, Tari?
I don't know.
It's
maybe I'll figure out later.
Yes, exactly. We'll think about that in a detailed way. Okay, so what that means is that I am going to roll for each of the first 2 warriors, whereas Chad is going to roll once, and that skill will work against both of them. Now, the good news is they have a skill of 5 and a stamina of 6, so that's pretty freaking low. So, whoops, wait a minute, ignore that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that first roll was a 14. So I need someone to roll, please, 2d6 plus 10. So 2d6 plus 10, which is our skill, and then we will compare them. So really, you just need a 4 to tie, a 5 to beat on 2d6. So I need a 2d6 plus 4. Sorry, 2d6 plus 10. Can we have somebody to roll? Nice, a 15. Okay, so that is still more than enough. So this one gets hit. When I roll for the second one, he gets a 12, so he didn't hit that. He didn't hit us. Okay, great. Okay, next roll, please, Trifid. My one rolled a 16 and an 11. A 16 and 11. So that first one is the one that we're trying to hit. So 16 and 11. Nice. Okay, so we hit that and we don't get hit ourselves with that 18. Very nice, very nice. Okay, third round. I have a 13 and a 10. So 13 and a 10. 13 is the one that we're attacking to try to hit. So 13 and a 10. So we need one roll for both of those. I just realized I called this last one Panther Wario. Oh, man. Okay, 18. Very nice. Okay, first warrior goes down. Now we are on to the second Panther warrior. There's only 4 left now. So I will roll. That's an 8 and a 14. 8 and a 14. So let's see what happens with that next roll. 22. Wow, okay. So we are not hit, and we hit the other one. Okay, next round is a 12 and a 13. Next round is a 12 and 13. This is a better way of doing multi-combat because it's just one for both, which is much, much better than would be the case otherwise. Okay, 21. Very nice. So we are down now to 2 on that one. Okay, we got a 9 and a 14. And a 9 and a 14 here.
Hey, Katya.
Okay, let's see.
Kitty cat is coming to sit on my desk.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay, and a
I have
17.
Like, one of those garden chair cushions.
Okay, yep.
On my desk, and she just chills there while I'm at my desk. It's
Nice.
Very nice, yes.
Second one goes down. All right, Trifid. Very well done so far. 13 and a 14. There are 3 left. 3 of them left. So 13 and a 14 here. Let's see how we do. That is a 15. So again, we knock them down by 2. Okay. Then we have a 13 and a 14 again. 13 and a 14. $19, very nice. This one's down to 2. We still haven't been hit by those. 12 and a 15. 12 and a 15. All right, 12 and a 15. Let's see how we do. 12 and a 15. Thank you for all the rolls, Trifid. Did you just roll? Did you just roll that? Oh no, 19 was last time. So 12 and a 14. Lovely, lovely. That gets rid of that one. All right, we're down to 2 left. 2 left. 16 and 11. 2 left. 16 and an 11. Two left. 16 and an 11. 16. Okay, so we tie the one and we don't get hit by the other. That's okay. This time I have an 8 and a 14 for this round. 8 and a 14. There's an 18. Okay, so we hit that one. The other one does not hit us. Then we have 11 and a 13. 11 and a 13. We have 11 and 13 as we are dealing with these other two Panther Warriors. 11 and a 13. And a 19. Wow, good stuff. Okay. All right, that one is almost dead. We have 9 and a 12. 9 and a 12 as these two are on us. 9 and a 12. 9 and a 12. All right, we have a 9 and a 12. Going to see what happens here. 9 and a 12. And we got a 19. All right, so now there's only one left. So now it's just one roll each time for one of them. All right, I rolled an 11 as this final warrior is here. I rolled an 11. I like that we're doing this while I'm watching the slow red being pink actually being added to the mix of the drawing. 15. Okay, yep, that is more. All right. He is down to 4 health, 4 stamina. All right, I rolled a 13 this time. Rolled a 13 this time. The whole chat is just filled with dice rolls right now. 13, 13. That double base, though.
First one done.
Very nice. And we will take a look at that in just a moment because we're on the last guy. All right, 16. He's making an effort. He's making an effort, Trivid. He's trying. He's got a 16 up here. This is his last health here. 16. 16. 16. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. 16. Oh, was that another? Did you roll a 15 again, Triffid, and I missed it? Oh, 20. Nope, you didn't. Wow. How about that? So, Triffid, we fought off 5 warriors. Triffid, as the dice roller, we did not lose a round. We tied 1 round, but otherwise did not lose a round. That is impressive work. Thank you, Triffid. Good work. That was on fire right there. Okay, we defeated the warriors. That's good stuff. You trek onwards.
Can you give me a description of the warriors again?
Sure. Give me a second. Oh, are you gonna put him in? You gonna put him in leather? Is that what I? Is that what I'm sensing?
No, not in leather.
You said
leopard print.
Oh, leopard. Well, leather leopard print.
What? No.
What? No. Okay. Let's see. So. Yes, the description is a band of dark-skinned warriors clad in panther skin swings down at you from the trees, long knives slashing the air. And there were 5 of them. And we beat them all because we were awesome. Good work, Triffid. Your dice are on a roll. Triffid made the varsity dice rolling team. No, seriously. Triffid was the MVD, the most valuable dice-er. You trek onwards, expecting to feel the sting of blowpipe darts with every step as the ground rises into the foothills of the Lion Heights. By mid-afternoon, the ground is rising steadily and the climb is getting steeper. You stop to eat some provisions in the shade of a large thorn bush, which means we're going to go up that extra 2 stamina. We're down to 3 provisions. As you are sitting munching a large sweet fruit, you hear a heavy flapping of wings. Test your luck. All right, chat, so we need you to roll. It's my other cat. I was like, what the heck? Just heard this sound. Okay, so please test your luck. So we need to roll a 9 or less here. Triffid, please. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we're down to 8 luck, but All right. You leap into the cover of the trees as a huge pterodactyl bearing a lizard man pilot. Let's go. Right there. That one. Right there. That guy. That guy. Swoops low overhead and you hear, "Wraiths on wings!" And then you look over and you see Gollum. No. If you have your father's bow and arrows, you may attempt a shot. Ooh. Otherwise, you can only watch the beast fly off into the distance before moving on. We do have a bow and 3 silvered arrows, chat. Do we take a shot at the pterodactyl? So $ vote space 1 means we take a shot. $ vote space 2 means we just watch it fly away. Fly away.
Decided to draw the dinosaur instead.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, we'll still be here tomorrow before I finish the drawing.
Well, also, notice this. I just noticed there are illustrations on another page. I don't know if you can see that, Tari, but that's what it looks like.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to be the most timely appropriate.
Yeah. All right, so we're taking... Hey, what's up, Aaron? Chat is like, we can attempt the shot. Take them down! Legolas, take them down! Okay. All right, Chad, I think, is excited about taking this shot. I remind you of Cyclops in the first X-Men movie. I'm taking the shot. Okay. The silvered arrows are a sure shot. They always hit. Yes, well, we're going to see about... That's true, actually. That is a good point. Okay, going once. Going twice. I already see the pterodactyl appearing. Pew, pew, pew. Exactly. All right, we're going to go after it. We're going to shoot... I was thinking about Die Hard. Shoot the pterodactyl. You made your point. Let him pull back. I'll take it under advisement. Hit it again. All right. So you fire up. We now have 2 silvered arrows, but we hit the pterodactyl. The pterodactyl plummets to the ground, but unfortunately, the lizard man leaps clear and races towards you in anger. I don't know that that's unfortunate. I'm going to take that guy out. All right. So it's time to take out the lizard man, who has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 8. All right, so skill of 6, slightly better than the Panther Warriors. All right, here we go. Oh, starts out with a big one. Shoot the rider. No, seems like they shot the pterodactyl, Triffid. It is kind of a bigger target. That'd be a hell of a shot to shoot underneath the pterodactyl and somehow only hit the rider. So starts out with a big 18. He's really pissed that we shot down his ride. So 2d6 plus 10. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. He's like, this is our family pet. No, I'm with you. I wish we were riding the pterodactyl also. I totally agree. All right, so right now we got an 18. So we're gonna try to take it out. We rolled a 7. Well, 7 plus 10, so 17. So 7 plus 10 is 17, so we lose 2 points of stamina. That's okay. Your streak of perfect rolls finally comes to an end when he rolls maximum. Okay, this time I rolled a 12, so we can roll again there. We basically just need 2d6 plus 10. We really just need to roll a 2, actually a 3 to beat him, 2 to tie. Da, 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 da. Do 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 do. All right, 17. Okay, we strike back against the deadly lizard man. All right, next roll that he has is a 14. So you may roll again if you would please. And welcome, by the way, everyone who's come in and watched. We are playing day 2 of Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Battleblade Warrior. I am joined, as always, by dear friend and spectacular artist TariToons, who is currently making pterodactyls and lizard folk and all that kind of good stuff.
Do you mean pterodactyls?
Aha! Taridactyls. I see what you did there. Yes. Taritunadactyl, so to speak. Stop. I hate these commercials on the thing. Okay, good, great. All right, we rolled a 13. What did I roll? Oh, I rolled a 14. Oh, so we're going to get hit again. We've gotten hit already more in this fight than we got hit in like 5 against 5 warriors in the last fight. Okay. This time I rolled a 14 again. Again with the 14. So I need 2d6 plus 10 one more time. One more time. One more time. We're going to strike this fool. Oh, yeah. Down at the lizard man dead. Okay, looking for that roll. Looking for that roll, Triffid. 2d6 plus 10. Looking for that roll to get over the... Because I rolled 14 again, so... Fighting poorly. Because I know we feel bad for the pterodactyl. Yeah, exactly. We're like, man, we killed a cartooning pterodactyl. That's terrible. I agree. And game designer also. Let's not forget that. Okay. So we hit the lizard man that time. Good stuff, good stuff. Next one is 16. So we're looking for a 16. We need a 16 to tie, 17 to beat. Yeah, it's true that since the silvered arrows never miss, it would be nice if you could target something that would actually, you know, not miss either. Okay, we got hit again. All right, this time he rolls a 17. Also, for some reason, my dice have decided to catch fire, so now it's all spectacular and stuff. You can see that my cat is very nervous about all of it, chat. You can see how freaked out my cat is by this entire experience. Very, very nervous about it. Okay, so we have a 17, which means we are tied up again. All right. So now this time I rolled a 12. That's more like it. Now we're cooking with gas. 12. 13. All right. So now we hit it. Okay, one more hit and we will take this guy down. He rolls a 15 this time. So we need a 5 to tie, 6 to beat. Oh no, a 14. Wow, we have gotten really unlucky on rolls. Been hit 4 times so far. Okay, a 15 again. We're going to have to eat another provision after this when we're given the opportunity because we've been hit a bunch. This is just karma. This is like because we like wiped the floor with the Panther Warriors. So the Lizard Man has 1 extra skill point and suddenly it's like freaking battling, you know, Mola Ram or something. All right, so we have a 15, 19. All right, good. Dismiss this guy. All right, so the Lizard Man is defeated, and I hope there better be something good for it. There must be a force of lizard men nearby, you decide, but surely they can't know that you're in the area. You hurry onwards, climbing higher up into the hills. The day begins to wane, and you are still climbing. The trees are getting sparser, and the climb is getting harder. Evening comes, but you press on, certain that you are close to your goal. You come to a rocky escarpment and start to ascend it. And let's see. All at once, a tremendous howling roar comes from above you. You look up in panic, and you see this. No loot. Can you believe that? Absolutely no loot. I imagine that guy would have been a problem if we hadn't taken him down. All right, so... One second. Let me see if I have... There's a picture here. Let me see if I can... if I can pull that picture up. Let's see. Do I have a picture of it? I do not. Okay. So that's fine. So I will show you what you see, chat. This is what you see. Rah! You see Sherbert glaring at you. This is an actual life-size picture of Sherbert right there.
Kitty cat.
Right. The truth is that Sherbert would not yell at you. Sherbert is super affectionate. But that's what you see. And specifically, it says, you look up in a panic and see an immense golden tiger dancing in the air above you. Something in the back of your mind tells you that it is an illusion, but your imagination tells you that it is real and very, very terrifying. Do you remember the stories of the panther gods of the jungle tribes? Roll 2 dice. You must roll less than or equal to your skill score. So please roll 2 dice for me, Triffid. We're looking for a 10 or less here. What kind of dance is the tiger dancing? Let's dance.
He's doing... No, he's doing the dance from Secret of Mana that the shop clerks.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like the woo, woo, woo.
That makes sense.
You can't see me. You play the game, then you know what I'm talking about. All the shop clerks in the game, like they all do a perpetual dance for some reason. Yep,
I remember that. Although when you said "can't see me," I immediately thought they did the John Cena. That's not what you saw. Okay, so you rolled 9. So we have defeated our fear. You pull yourself over the edge of the escarpment to find yourself staring into the lively eyes of a wizened old man. You flinch back as he pushes his staff towards you, then grin and use it to pull yourself up. Lascar, you ask? The same. Welcome. I've been expecting you. We found Lascar, chat. Let's go. The man is very old and looks shabby, but sprightly and quick-witted. He leads you up the rocky hillside to a large and very cozy cavern. Over a tasty rock rabbit stew, he tells you how he knows of you. My, or should I say, our master came to me in a vision 3 nights ago, and though he is hard-pressed, and bade me aid you in your quest. This I willingly do. In the morning we have much to do, so for now you should take much rest as you can. He refuses to answer any questions tonight and commands you to go to sleep. Eventually you give in and do so. Turn to 236. Now, even though it doesn't tell you to do this, he gives you a tasty rock rabbit stew. So I'm restoring 4 stamina points, chat, because that's what you would normally get from a provision, and literally you're eating rock rabbit stew, and like you're resting. So I'm giving us 4 stamina. I think that's reasonable. Okay.
Little do you know, it's actually not very nutritious because it's just literally rocks that are shaped like rabbits.
Well, if you've read the classic tale Stone Soup, you will know that that was nutritious, even though really the whole joke is that what's nutritious is everything you put in along with the stone. But shh, it's a theme. It's a message that we have here. Rock rabbit stew. Okay, during the night you wake and for a moment wonder where you are. In the dull glow of the dying fire, you can see Lascar crouched cross-legged, muttering and swaying. You can't hear any words, but it looks as though he is praying. You lie back and slip once more into sleep. In the morning, Lascar asks you to follow him from the cavern, making no mention of last night's activities. You climb high up into the hills until suddenly the old man stops and points down over the edge of a vast ravine. This is a really good picture, actually. I hope that they have this in there. And also, I'm loving the freaking, the detail of the pterodactyl. That's like very crisp lines there, Tari. Like, it's cool.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if that does it. Images. Yep. All right, good. Let me show you what we see here, chat. Studio mode. Old man was cursing you with magic. Kill him. He must be killed. For the good of all humanity, he must be destroyed. Okay. Right, here we go, chat. This is what you see. You look to where his arm indicates and find yourself staring at an entire city which lies across the floor of the ravine. Karnak city. In fact, that doesn't even show as much of it. See, there's the city right down there at the bottom. Karnak, city of warrior kings, now accursed, he says. I've spent all my life in studying its secrets, but there have always been places that have defeated me. Down there in the depths of the royal palace are the deathless ones, the warriors who will sleep no more. I am too old for combat, but you, well, I think you will be safe. Down there somewhere, the legends have always said, are the arm and the eyes of Telak, the great hope from your dreams. I am certain that the arm is a huge bejeweled sword, but I do not know what form the eyes take.
Bejeweled, you say?
Bejeweled. When you are ready, we will descend to the upper levels. You will enter there and do what you have to do. I will climb up and meet you at the temple high on the far wall. He indicates it with a bony finger. There is a stair which leads up to it from behind the main chapel to Telak, I believe. Now, says Lascar, turning to go, let us see what you will need. Lascar finds all kinds of equipment for you. Okay, and I'm actually going to make this a save point before we go any further because we did a whole bunch of stuff right there and a lot of combat. Choose what you do not already have from the following list and write it on your adventure sheet. A sword. Okay, we already have a sword. A lantern plus supply of oil and flints. Ooh, nice. Okay, so lantern. I'll do it afterwards. No, because we need the weapon, Triffid. We need the weapon. That was the big reason we came here in the first place. Unfortunately. Lantern, oil, and flints. A length of rope. And we're up to 4 provisions. Let's go. Back up to 4 provisions. Fully
Does
equipped.
a length of rope imply that there's also a width of rope?
That is a good point. Yes. There's also a depth of rope that he gives you. A 3D rope.
3-dimensional.
3-dimensional rope. Fully equipped, you allow Lascar to lead you back to the ravine. Rather than climbing to the edge, though, he takes you by a wide sloping path down the side of the huge cut. The going is hard, and before long the track is so steep and rocky that you must rope yourselves together. Eventually you reach the base of the ravine and stand looking out across the ruined city with its once beautiful buildings now lying at strange angles, twisted and cracked by their fall. Lascar leads you through the city, bringing you to where a huge depression leads down into the earth. The roof of a covered courtyard has fallen in, and several dark and forbidding passages lead off of it. Yeah, exactly. Don't ask where you store the 2D rope. Lascar points one out. That one leads down to another courtyard from where you will find passages leading to the crypts, the royal palace, and chief temple. I have not been further than the courtyard. You embrace the old man, and he departs to climb up to the temple on the north side of the ravine and await your successful emergence from the underground complex. All right, chat, will you descend into the darkness or pause a while? $vote space 1 means we descend into the darkness. $vote space 2 means we pause a while.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay a while and listen to an old man.
Stay a while and listen. Hey, what's up, T-Bank? $vote space 1. Remember, you have to get that vote in there. $vote space 1 is descend into the darkness. $vote space 2 is to pause a while. Yeah, T-Bank, don't forget it's $votes, but there you go. Yep. Lovely.
Oh no, I'm craving cake again.
That's always, I mean, listen, that's always the thing that one might reasonably crave.
Yeah, just, I can't get any cake right now, so,
What?
What do you mean, what?
You live in the Netherlands, not some rocky island. Can't you go get cake?
Well, I'm kind of busy working here by the time we had done the supermarket.
Oh, I thought you meant that it wouldn't be. I see. Wait a minute though. Don't you have a certain beloved companion who would be certainly happy to go get cake for you?
No, because he has band practice today.
I see. So wow, he's just sitting there playing some, rocking out while his beloved is back home desiring cake, man.
Yes. Horrible, I know.
Yeah, no, it's
should
really...
dump him over this.
It's like, just leave him a note. Dear beloved, I have decided to leave because you didn't have cake for me when I needed it. Seems reasonable. Okay, so we are tied up. Wow, Christensen, that's a deep cut. Cravings, we all want cake. Cake, constant cake eating. A note, don't you mean a text? No, I mean a note, Dragon Spear. So we are tied up, chat. I'm going to last call this, but we need someone to break this tie. $ vote space 1 means we descend into the darkness. $ vote space 2 means we pause a while and listen. It doesn't say listen. We just pause a while.
Here's our dinosaur friend.
Friend. And Geister has changed our vote, changed their vote to 1. All right, I love it. I also love the expression of the pterodactyl's like, ah, and the lizardman's like, do what I tell you.
Yes.
It's basically. Okay. All right, we are going to descend into the darkness. All right. Immediately, it is very cool and very dark. Thanks, book. I wouldn't have known that. You light your lantern and peer about you.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. It's interfered with by the light. That was a big thing in the Eberron thing the other day about like who has a lantern and who has dark vision and all that. Yeah, you are likely to be eaten by a Gru, exactly. The passage is decorated with rows of statues, now toppled and smashed. The floor beneath your feet may once have been a flight of steps worn smooth to a shallow slope which climbs down into another covered courtyard. From here lead off 2 passages, both dark and uninviting. Will you take the passage to the right or to the left? $ vote space 1 if you want the passage to the right. $ vote space 2 if you want the passageway to the left.
To the left, to the left. Oh, that always reminds me of like one of like the early chapters of Hunter x Hunter. If you ever read that manga.
I have not.
Basically, the protagonist party, they find themselves in like a dungeon type situation.
Okay.
That is like part of like a test.
Okay.
And they have to like figure out which way to go. And then it's like, okay, statistically speaking, people will tend to go for the left first, but maybe the person who designed this dungeon kept that in mind and thus is assuming that we will be taking the right side because we think that he thinks we will take the left. It's a whole thing.
We know if he knows, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so we have currently, so $ vote space 1 if you want to go to the right, $ vote space 2 going to the left. Chat is, looks like they're aiming towards going to the left, which, you know, is what you should also do in life. Oh, no, we made a political comment on the stream. Okay, so last call.
Politics? In my silly fantasy games.
In my fantasy games.
More likely than you think.
Exactly. Geister just said politics in this stream. Oh, man. Only the right ones. Oh, that reminds me, by the way.
No, only the left ones.
Only the left. Yes, exactly. That's right. Only the left politics, which are the correct politics. That's the way to do it. If you are living anywhere, I believe there are 13 states in the United States today, chat, that are voting in the primary, voting in what is called here Super Tuesday, because a bunch of states have primaries at the same time. If you haven't done so already, please vote. My state of Connecticut, is not voting today, but I will definitely vote when we do it. If you're voting on the Democratic side, still vote because it helps build narrative. Knock on wood, I actually think that the Democrats are going to win reasonably easily, and I'm only saying that while knocking on wood furiously, because I've done a lot of studying of what not polls but actual elections have demonstrated. And the reality is that the Democrats have basically won every election in this country on any kind of national level for like 2 years in a row. Like every election, special election, red state, blue state, doesn't matter. So I feel good about that. That said, it doesn't happen automatically. It only happens because we do it, and literally democracy is on the ballot. So we need to make sure that we do that. Plus, you need to be voting in your local races too. And obviously, I don't know the details about that. So if you're living in the sound of my voice and you're in one of those states, please make time to go vote. It really, really is important. And
also
yes,
vote here in game.
That's right. Also vote. That's right. That's what we're doing. We're training people to vote all the time. Yes, Dragon Spirit.
It's all part of your nefarious woke agenda.
Exactly. Presidency, Dragon Spear, and taking back Congress. I think they will get back the House. I think the Senate's hard but possible, but it's going to be tough. But I also think the presidency, which is the most important one, really, I'd like to see them hold all three, and then you're going to see a lot of, they did a lot already with a split Congress and all this stuff. They can do even more without it. So that's it. I'm not going to say any more about politics now, but just please do vote. It really, really is important. Your voice does really matter, and that's why it's important to know that we are now traveling left down the passageway. All right. Where are we? Yes. The slope turns into steep steps. With your sword in one hand and your lantern in the other, arms outstretched for balance, you carefully clamber down the twisting steps until you reach a fair-sized chamber. Absolutely, local races matter. Totally agree. I'm not worried about that at all, Dragon. Did you know that, I know you live there, but did you know that, so Biden won that state with ease. He lost 100,000 votes to uncommitted. First of all, most of those people will vote for him in the general, but even if they didn't, 100,000 votes, he won by 150,000 votes last time. Did you know that Trump got 300,000 fewer votes than he did last time in a state that he lost by 150,000? Trump is underperforming every time. So, yeah. But enough politics. We'll leave it alone. But anyway, Dragon is with me on this, though. Dragon's with me on, like, how more that matters. No, but I'm talking about the 150. I'm talking about the 150. Yeah, but I'm talking about the percentages that he's going to. I'm not worried about Michigan. I'm really not. Who do you want to point in your library board? Exactly, Triffid. Exactly. So every one of those local ones matters. But yeah, let's leave politics alone for now. Sorry that I went down that path, except to say that I do want everyone to vote. Yeah, I know. But Dragon, you know this though, Dragon. There is always hope, right? You and I are on the same board with that. Okay. Its walls are carved with intricate patterns, which seem to detail legendary events from ancient history, like the time... Oh, totally we are, Caro, I know. But I just think it's important to remind people about the importance of getting their vote out one way or the other, just so they're aware of it. And I don't want to get too far down that line, but I do think it's important. There's a lot at stake, so that's why. Its walls are carved with intricate patterns, which seem to detail legendary events from ancient history, like the time Dragonspear tied the vote in chat. There is also a small altar decorated with sunbeams and other symbols of the sun goddess. The room is littered with debris and dust, but apart from the odd spider weaving yet another cobweb, there is nothing of interest to you here. There are 2 exits from this room, a wide archway covered by a large rotting curtain, and a small metal-bound door which hangs half off its hinges to your right. So, do you want to go through, chat, the archway covered by a large rotting curtain? That's $vote space 1. Or the small metal-bound door, which is hanging off its hinges. That's $vote space 2. So, $vote space 1 is the large rotting curtain. $vote space 2 is the small metal-bound door. Please get your votes in. What kind of steak? Cooked medium. Well seasoned.
What? Medium?
Yeah, medium's where it's at.
I'm sorry, Greg. I need to leave. This is not going to work.
Do you have yours rare?
Yeah.
Nah. My dad liked rare.
And it needs to
I don't want steak tartare. Okay, I want my steak cooked slightly. It doesn't need to be maybe medium rare, maybe, but well done is a charcoal briquette.
The outside layer should be cooked well, but the rest of it, the inside.
Nah, it's too chewy then. I want it to melt in the mouth. Vampire. Yeah, exactly. Well done for life. Nah, see, Dragon, I can't because then it's like a charcoal briquette. It's like just eating charcoal. That's why medium is the perfect balance. It's like why I play everything at the default difficulty level. It's that's how steak has been made, to perfectly challenge but not too much, It's perfect.
Ooh, there's some armchair psychoanalysis people can do, what kind of game difficulty they default to, and how do they take their steak.
And that's interesting if it was
connected. I like my steak rare, but also I prefer to play on easy usually.
Interesting. So that would mean well done would be people who like impossible difficulty.
Yeah, maybe.
That kind of thing, maybe?
I don't know.
Interesting. All right, we're going to close this out. Chat has decided to go down the small metal-bound door. What could go wrong? I'm kind of ahead. I agree with that instead of going down a curtain, which seems sort of... Okay, the door creaks open after a lot of pushing to reveal a small rubble-strewn corridor, which leads off into the darkness. Will you go on into the rubble-strewn corridor? That's $vote space 1. Or will you retrace your steps and explore behind the curtain, which is $vote space 2. So $vote space 1 means you go on into the small rubble-strewn corridor. $vote space 2 means you go back and look behind the curtain. People can like different things, even though Arv is objectively wrong. Well, listen, you know, Geister, I have, of course, I've met you in real life, and I have a lot of respect for you, of course. And, you know, I just want to tell you, Geister, that it's, I totally hear what you're saying, and it's okay to be making a mistake, and everyone is a flawed human, and this is your flaw, and that's fine. And, you know, someday you will overcome that flaw, and if you won't, you're still a good person, even so.
Here's a real discourse. Twitter got nothing on us.
Yeah, it's Kara. Well, I want to know what Kara was. Kara, you're like blah. See, now wait a minute though. Caro. So here's the thing. Caro always is always tweeting about cooking shows and like following along cooking shows. So Caro, what do you say? Should steak be done medium in accordance with the prophecy, or should it be done as if you just didn't bother to cook it because you're a savage? That's Tari's version. Or because,
well, I am a savage.
Or you like eating, burned wood, which is what Dragon is doing. What do you think?
Well, he is a dragon. So.
Well, that's a good point. That's why, yeah, that's true. That's why you like well done, because you breathe on it all the time, Dragon.
It's like he never had the chance to eat a steak that's
how would you even know? Yeah. How would you even know? It's like pre-cooked.
As soon as he bites into it.
He tries not to breathe. It's like, oh, damn it. Effect Life says medium rare for me, or what I usually use. Is that à point? Is that French?
No, it's a point. Can't you read?
No, there's an accent over the A. It's got to be French.
Yeah, so you pronounce it. It's a point.
No, you don't pronounce it. Don't do that. It's point.
I'm being silly. Ignore me.
Yeah, medium is a shot at killing any parasites or bacteria. Exactly, Triffid. I grew up with overcooked steak. I just can't ever go back. Okay. But I'm curious to see what Caro thinks about this, because I know Caro is a food aficionado. All right, last call. Right now, people are going to retrace their steps. Most bacteria is on the outside of the steak. Yes.
No tracing on the stream.
But the bacteria
from scratch.
That's right. But the bacteria inside the steak, Geister, is the more dangerous bacteria. It's the bacteria that's been through it. It's the more deadly bacteria. It's survived. It's the survivor bacteria. Wow. You need to play the beginning of the full conversion of Skyrim called Enderall. If you haven't done so already, you need to play the first 20 minutes.
Elder Scrolls.
No, Enderall's like completely
No, I don't
different.
like the gameplay. That's like the issue. I'm assuming the gameplay is not that different, is it?
No. I mean, well, they make some major changes in leveling and stuff, but
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, stuff like, you need to, like, hit things.
Okay. I think it'd be interesting to see because of the opening. The first 15 minutes, you would see what I mean if you played it. Prince Justin can't eat steak at all. His parents always overcooked that he can't stand even the smell. Oh, wow. The consensus, Caro says, is medium rare. Okay. So you would agree that, like, but the rare, that's rare, if you know what I'm saying, for a reason. It's rare and it's also rare. Okay.
In Dutch, like the direct translation of rare, raar, also means weird. So that works out.
Oh, really? Interesting. They have 4 names for that, going from raw to well done. Bleu, saignant, which is literally bloody. À point, and bien cuit. So that's well done, is that last one. Yep. But wait, what's bleu, though?
Blue.
No, I know, but like, what does that mean in meat context?
Well, blue meat, that's just like when it's raw.
That's
right?
raw meat? Oh, okay.
Right?
Hey, what's up, Tom
I'm not an expert, but...
Blue is basically rude. Okay, raw, I see. Gotcha. So raw, but the reason I was confused is because saignant, meaning bloody, made me think that was the rare. So I guess that's medium rare, and then à point would be medium, and then bien cuit would be well done, I guess. Good to see you, Tonton. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Okay, so we are going back to the curtain. Sacre bleu. You carefully push the dust-hardened curtain out of the way with your sword, revealing a circular chamber with an exit on its far wall. Cut into the walls on either side are dozens of narrow shelves, each one occupied by a body. These catacombs are very ancient, and many of the bodies have decomposed as skeletons, which look quite grisly in the flickering lantern light. Gingerly you poke one of the cadavers, but nothing untoward happens. Do you move on or investigate further? So
that's what you do. You gingerly poke at cadavers.
That's how you do things. Do you move on? $ vote space 1 means move on. $ vote space 2 means investigate further. Right. Yeah, that makes sense, Geister. $ vote space 1, move on. $ vote space 2, investigate further. Steaks shouldn't be bloody anymore. I don't want to have a piece of leather on my plate either. Yeah, exactly. That's why the well done thing, I just can't with that. Like, you're basically making it into, like, I don't know, jerky almost in terms of like the
jerky
texture.
Is delicious though.
But it's just, yeah, but it's so, I don't like super uber chewy stuff. If my jaws feel sore after chewing something, I feel like that's not what you want.
That just means your jaw's weak.
Yeah, you have a weak jaw. Strengthen your jaw. Look at my. Okay. So chat right now is thinking about investigating further. Oh man. Okay, so we either move on, it's $ vote space 1, or investigate further is $ vote space 2. I want you all to note that you're planning on doing this while we're having a discussion about meat. And you're like, yeah, let me check out these corpses. Let's see what
I mean, it would be a waste, right?
Yeah, that's sure. I mean, of course. And it is true that we are looking for Talak's arms, which is a jeweled sword, and his eyes, although we don't know what that is. Never leave an unpoked body behind you. Words to live by. Words to live by. All right. All right. Last call, last call. Going once. Going twice. All right. We shall investigate further. You nervously peer into an alcove, but find only rotten bones. It is the same story in the next alcove and the next. If these corpses were buried with any jewels or fabulous treasures, they were taken a long time ago, you decide. You will not find Tilak's missing parts here. You tiptoe on. This is reminding me of Simon's Quest, where you have to like get all of Dracula's parts. You step into the next chamber and find more of the same. Rows and rows of bodies, all neatly arranged in racks. Your nerves begin to ache with the effort of remaining calm as you carefully tiptoe into the third chamber. Here, some upheaval has thrown rotting corpses and bare skeletons across the floor, where they lie in a grotesque tangle. Shuddering, you pick your way across the room. You reach the other side of the room, although every moment you expect a ghastly skeletal hand to clutch at you, an animated skull to bite at you. The next chamber is in even worse condition than the last one, with bones and rubble scattered everywhere. There are 3 exits. An arch to the left, and then a jump to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Okay. So, arch to the left, arch to the right. Here I am, stuck in the medium rare with you. All right, arch to the right, and then a small tunnel that leads away directly from the way you came. Okay. Where should we go? Where do we go now? All right. Should we, $ vote space 1 means we go through the arch to the left. $ vote space 2 means we go to the arch to the right. $ vote space 3 means we go into the small tunnel which leads directly away from where we came. So please get your votes in, chat. With that $ vote. Oh, check out that shadowing. Wow. All right, chat. Last call here. We have 2 votes for going through the arch to the right. So $ vote space 1 is arch to the left. $ vote space 2 is arch to the right. $vote space 3 is small tunnel, which leads directly away from where you came. All right, and there we go. We are taking the arch to the right. The passageway, strewn with dust and rubble like so much of this underground maze, continues for a while and then turns to the right. At the corner, though, you stop, for the tunnel ends in a wall of rubble, a dead end. Will you attempt to dig through the wall? Will you attempt to retrace your steps and take the exit on the left? Or will you try the tunnel? So, $vote space 1 is dig through the wall. $vote space 2 is retrace steps, take exit on the left. $vote space 3 is go back and try the tunnel. Wow, you folks are Johnny on the spot there. You're just like, quick, retrace the steps. Steps.
Hey, attention, everyone.
Okay.
I've been trying to catch the Pontiac Bandit for 8 years. You know how many months that is? 84.
All right, so that's the end of Secret of Mana. I switched over to Trials of Mana, Tari.
Yes, isn't that largely the same music though?
Is it really?
It's been a hot decade since I played that game, so.
Okay, well then how about let's do Secret of Evermore then?
Ooh! Did you ever play that actually?
I did. Yep. I did. And I think I won it a long time ago though. Okay. There we go. Interesting game. All right.
Also, I refuse to call it Trials of Mana. It's Secret of Mana 2.
It's Secret of Mana 2.
Die on that hill.
Did you do? I heard the remake of Secret of Mana was not good.
Oh, like I saw the trailer, was like, wow, this is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I don't understand why that would have. That should have been just a
Wait for
layup. You know, like super easy to do.
So like basically what happened is that Seiken Densetsu is the name of the series. Like the first game, never got published outside of Japan, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made Seiken Densetsu 2, which then got published as Secret of Mana outside Japan.
Okay.
And they never published the sequel to that one, Seiken Densetsu 3.
Oh, interesting.
Outside of Japan, because it came out at already the end of the life cycle of the Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
But avid fan translators took care of that.
Oh, interesting.
And
yeah,
they dubbed it Secret of Mana 2. So that's why I keep calling it that.
I see. Yeah, you had Legend on an emulator, Geister says, with a translator. Yeah, I did, because I never played the second one, Legend. Never played Trials or Legend or whatever it was. Legend, I guess. So
is that the PlayStation one? I think maybe.
Might have been. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the first one was SNES. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Right. So here we go. We are going to, it looks like, retrace our steps and take the exit on the left. All right. Let's see. Let's go up to that and do that. The archway leads through to another very large chamber. You raise your lantern and peer in and stop in amazement. And we got a picture coming up here, which I shall show everybody in just a second. If they have one. No, does not look like they do. Okay. Secret knowledge that will never be useful except in a game show for an obscure $1 million question. Exactly. Okay, this is what you see. Those are statues, actually. Chat.
Those surely will stay statues.
Exactly. Staring into your soul. Those will clearly not come to life at any point.
Nope.
As far as the
That
eye
would
can
be
see,
weird.
you see row upon row of petrified stone warriors. Their armor and weapons are detailed and lifelike, though very ancient and foreign in design. So lifelike are they, in fact, that you could almost swear that they were looking back at you. Will you enter and explore, or retrace your steps and take either the narrow tunnel or the right-hand archway? Well, the right-hand archway, I think, was the passageway with dust and debris. So, chat, are we going to enter and explore? That is $vote space 1. Or $vote space 2, retrace your steps and take the narrow tunnel, because we tried the right-hand archway. So do we enter and explore, or do we go back and take the narrow tunnel? $vote space 1 is enter and explore. $vote space 2 is retrace and take the narrow tunnel. Suikoden and Vandal Hearts are both really good. Really like Suikoden. I would actually like to play the Suikoden remake on stream at some point. That's on my list, although it's not going to be until after Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and stuff. But yeah, I like Suikoden. The only problem with Suikoden is the fact that you were always like, I know I'm missing people, because obviously you can get like 100 different NPCs or whatever it is, so. Is it 108? Yeah. And I never played 2. I only played the first one. Are we the chosen one? And the dead followed. It's the it's such an evocative scene, that whole sequence in Return of the King. And the dead followed. All right, looks like a lot of people are noping the hell out of this. A lot of people are like, get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's true, actually. I forgot about that, Dragon. Suikoden music is pretty good. I agree with that. Yeah, that's right. I heard the Suikoden remake is actually pretty good, as opposed to the Secret of Mana remake. Okay, right. So we have decided to retrace our steps.
No, go on.
And take the narrow tunnel. All right. The narrow tunnel seems to have been formed when part of the roof collapsed into a passage. Before you venture in, you poke it with your sword to check that it is safe. It seems so, though a few particles of dust are dislodged. You wriggle in. It doesn't lead very far. At the other end, it opens out into a room. You wriggle a little further. The floor beneath you crumbles, and you fall into the room with a Wilhelm scream. Ah! You land with a bump a moment later, and your lantern goes out. You reach out for it and recoil. You touch something scaly that wriggled under your hand. Leaping back flat against the wall, you find your lantern again and hastily light it. Oh, Tilak. Snakes. Black viper-like snakes. Your mind races in panic as your horrified eyes scan the room looking for assistance. There is a large pile of rags and rubbish in the corner nearest you, and a passageway leading off from the wall opposite you across all of the snakes. Will you try to reach the exit or the rags? So, $vote space 1, chat, means that you're going to try to reach the exit, which is across all of the snakes, or $vote space 2 is you try to get to the rags, which are right near you. $vote space 1, passage over all the snakes. $vote space 2, the rags. Okay. Well, I love the full black background, Tari. That's cool. Very appropriate for where we are right now, actually.
That's why I've been drawing.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. And
Shocking, huh? That I was going somewhere with this.
I am not surprised by any of your talent when represented in this stream. I have never been surprised anymore. I'm always like, yep, makes sense. I do like the fact that of course you can't see the legs of Batar because they're blocked beneath the if you will sunbrella, also doubling as a dress, as a skirt. I just want to say. Maybe don't light the lantern if you can't see them. Maybe they can't see you either. right, the classic, I can't see them, they can't see me. Okay, so to the rags. Waving your sword wildly, you attempt to clear a path to the rags. Fight the snakes as one opponent. All right, here we go. Now, TariToons has been doing a great job as our dice roller here. We will see if that happens again. Tomb Vipers.
I've been not rolling.
Oh, you're on a whole other roll. I mean, that's a whole other
No,
matter.
yeah, like you said, but I've been rolling the die.
Oh, did I say Tari? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I meant Triffid is what I meant to say. I beg your pardon. I was looking at the Zoom and I'm like, Tari. I'm sorry. Obviously, Triffid. Yes. I know it's Triffid doing it. Triffid has been doing amazingly with that. So, Triffid, if we can do this, so the Vipers start with a 10. Start with a 10. Let us strike back. Strike back. Oh, yeah, the big 18. Okay, so down to 4. They roll again. They get a 12. Wow, the 19. All right. And finally, hopefully finally, 16. They roll 16. They're looking pretty sorry. It looks like this combat scaled properly. You have a reptilation to uphold. All right. 17. Okay, so no harm, no foul. Oh, no, actually, no. You defeated them. I take that back. Nice. Look at that. There's freaking Triffid just dominating on the dice rolls today. All right. You get to the pile of rags and clear them of their slithering inhabitants. You grab a large handful of rags, set fire to them, and throw them towards the doorway to create a pathway. You grab a second handful and feel something long and hard wrapped up in the cloth. Hastily tucking it under your arm, you cast more burning rags towards the door and then make a run for it. You leap the flames, reach the doorway, and fling yourself down the corridor, your heart going fit to burst. You race down the passage, the fire's heat warming the back of your neck as clouds of smoke billow from the room. The passageway joins a wider tunnel and you run down it, coughing and choking. You run out into a large room and stop to catch your breath and examine your find. There are several table-like slabs of stone here, obviously used for some grisly purpose, for they all bear the dark brown splatters of ancient bloodstains. You cast burning rags. You pause by one and carefully unwrap the bundle, shaking it to make sure that no snakes are still hiding in its folds. Inside the bundle, wrapped up in oilcloth to keep it free from tarnish, is a magnificently decorated sword, engraved and bejeweled. Let's go! But with something missing from the end of its hilt. What could this be but the arm of Talak? Yeah! Add 2 luck points. Well, we can only do 1, but still. And note it down on your adventure sheet. Yeah. Arm of Talak. In the arms of a Talak. All right. Got the arm of Talak. You gaze at the wonder. I would have shaken the bundle before tucking it into my arm. Yeah, you were a little bit under duress, though, in fairness. I don't think so because there's something missing from the end of its hilt, and I'm guessing that's the eyes of Talak or something. You gaze at the wondrous weapon for a while before wrapping it up again and strapping it to your back for safety. Now you may leave this chamber by heading left or going straight on. All right, good stuff. And I'm going to put a save point here, by the way, because, yeah. All right, Chat, $ vote space 1 means that we are going to head left from here. $ vote space 2 means we're going straight on. And TomTom is gifting a sub to Sanguine Haze. Let's go. Thank you, TomTom, for the gift sub, celebrating our achievement. Thank you so much, TomTom. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. All right. $ vote space 1. This calls for celebration. It does. Thank you very much, TomTom. I appreciate it. So, yes. So, $ vote space 1 is heading left. $ vote space 2 means we continue straight on.
Could go for a nap.
You hanging in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Heading left or going straight on? Okay. Okay, give me 1 second here. So all right. Last call. Going once. Going twice. And okay. Okay. The corridor goes only a short way, leading to a huge brass-bound door. You listen at the door and hear a sound like metal coins being rubbed together. You ready your sword, take a deep breath, and kick the door. There is a massive thump, but the door remains closed. From inside the room comes a crashing sound. You kick the door again and again, but nothing will budge it. Then, to your horror, the door is flung open with a resounding crash. There in front of you is a terrifying sight. A stake done rare. No, just kidding. Framed in the doorway stands a warrior king from lost ages past. He has been dead a long time, but something has resurrected him and set him to guard this ancient room. He carries a long javelin poised ready to thrust at you, and on his head sits a jagged crown studded with emeralds. You must fight him. It is the warrior king. And this guy is no joke, chat, because this guy is skill of 10, stamina of 11. All right, here we go. 9, 10, 11. All right, we start out with a 19. Start out with a 19. And a 19, okay. Sting! No harm, no foul. All right. Next roll. Oh, my God. Again, a 19. Oh, wait. I rolled that wrong. Wait, that's wrong. I take that back. I should have... That's an 18. I put the wrong skill in there. So that means that actually Triff had beat him with that. So this one should also be an 18. So never mind the 19. I put the wrong one. It's supposed to be... He has 10 skill, not 11. Put in the wrong number. So he has an 18 now that we're looking at, not a 19. I have fixed it after this. All right. That is an 18. So that is a tie that time for real. Okay, this time he rolls an 18 again. Man, getting a lot of these 18s. All right, 18. 2 ties in a row. Quite possibly, we'll see. No, because the first one was I actually had one lower. I should have been an 18 the first time, so I counted that as a win for us. 16, all right, that is a win for him. Okay, down to 16 stamina. All right, 15, there we go. That's a better roll for us. 15 is what we're looking at here. We need a 15 to tie, a 16 to beat. 17 will do the job. Excellent, excellent. Okay, the next roll, he rolls a 17. Let's go. 17. Hey, 17. No, we've got nothing in common. No, we can't talk at all. Okay, we get hit, unfortunately, with that 14. All right, this time he rolls an 18. Ugh. Roll worse, damn it. Me, I'm talking about. 18, 18, 18, 18. Gotta beat the 18, beat the 18, beat the 18, beat the 18. 16. Fortunately, no. All right, this time he rolls a 16. This time he rolls a 16. So, we can do it. We can take this guy down. We can do what we want to. We can leave this guy behind. Because if we don't monster him, we don't doubt them. No things of mine. There we go. That's more like it. All right, now he's down to 5 stamina. This time he rolls an 18 again. Damn, it's like my favorite roll today. Rolled an 18. Oh, I think we have a, we're missing an L there. There we go. 19, outstanding work. Okay, so we're down to, he's down to 3 now. This time he rolls a 13. Okay, let's go. A 13. $17, nice. Okay, he's down to 1 stamina. He almost tripped, exactly. Okay, he rolled a 15. 1 more round. Rolled a 20. Nice work, Triffid. We only got hit twice, even though he was even skill to us. Good work. We're going to need to eat at some point when they let us, but good stuff, Triffid. Okay. If you defeat this ancient hero, and we did. Chat, we got some loot. Check this out. As it loses the evil spark that animated it, the ancient body crumples to the floor, shattering into fragments of brown dust. All that is left is a rusting suit of antique armor and a tarnished crown holding 2 emeralds. Loot, let's go. Do you prize out the emeralds, or would you rather leave and continue your exploration? $ vote space 1 means we prize out the emeralds, the gemstones. $ vote space 2 means we leave. We got to get the gemstones, right? We need loot. We got loot this time. No, it doesn't look like we can wear the crown. Oh, sorry, hold on. I didn't open the poll.
It would throw like our whole outfit off, right? So
Right. So we just take the emeralds. That's right. Oh, that's true if we try to wear the crown. Yeah, that's the real reason, Geister. So $ vote space 1 means we prize out the gemstones. $ vote space 2 means we leave behind the loot that is rightfully ours.
Wait, I thought we found it.
Whoop. You broke up there. What? Uh-oh. I heard, but I thought we found a...
Oh, fuck, my internet connection's gone again.
You broke up there, but I think you're back now. I heard you, I thought we found a... Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Carol is also having connection problems. Terry's going to stay quiet until it's back. Yeah. The stream is working fine here. Yeah, and I haven't dropped any frames on this side. All right, we are going to grab those gemstones, which I think is the right thing to do. because
Hello?
it's loot. Yep. Hello. I hear you.
Hello. Yeah, like disconnecting and connecting fixed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Caro said he was having connection problems, but Effect Life said he was fine. Okay. The emeralds, so we decided to pull out the emeralds. The last thing I heard from you, Tari, was I thought we found the...
I thought we found a crown, not a loot. Badooms.
Oh, I see. See, that's why you were really disconnected. It's the revenge of the Watcher. Yeah. The emeralds flip out of the crown. Rather strangely, both have flat backs, but when you hold them up together, you see why. They are two halves of the same huge stone. Congratulating yourself on the discovery, you secrete them in your rucksack. Wow, note them down. Okay, so we have two emerald halves. I wonder if that is actually part of the eye or something. Two emerald halves. Outstanding. Okay, good stuff, everybody. Okay, I'm going to do another save point because we found something that looks like it may also be useful. All right. You push open the door at the far end of the room and find yourself looking down a flight of crumbling stairs. You carefully pick your way down and follow the passage that leads from them to an old and dusty room, again littered with small pieces of rubble from its cracked ceiling and walls. In a far corner, what appears to be a statue, or maybe a fountain, casts grotesque shadows in the lantern light. You may examine this fountain or statue thing, that's $vote space 1, or leave by the dark passage which leads off opposite, $vote space 2. So, examine the fountain with the grotesque shadows that may be a statue, $vote space 1, or leave by the dark passage which leads off opposite, that's $vote space 2.
Oh, that reminds me, Greg, did you ever play Radical Dreamers on stream?
Radical Dreamers.
That's like the prototype version, so to speak, of Chrono Cross.
That's where I know that one because it's got that incredible. I love Radical Dreamers, the song. No, I haven't actually.
Because that would probably actually be a great thing to play on stream. Since A, really short, and also it's basically, I don't want to call it like a proper text adventure, but like it's like very. Basically plays like a text adventure with like some like little simple animations attached to it.
And this was the prequel to Chrono Cross?
No, it's not a prequel. It was a prototype, basically.
Really?
Yes.
I have never heard of that, but it's probably like abandonware or something now, isn't it?
No, it's included in the remaster actually.
Is it? That might be.
Cross.
Oh, that's a good call. I may do that actually because I want to get the Suikoden remaster and the Chrono Cross remaster. Yeah, that's neat. That's cool. I will try that. You saw that? That's on the Switch, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right.
That's why I played it.
Okay. Yeah, I should. Yeah. Man, they've gotten a lot of mileage. The Switch a lot of great games have come out on that. They got a lot of mileage out of that console. Okay, so chat, we need someone to jump on board here. No one voted here. Do you wish to examine the statue, which may or be a statue or may be a fountain? That's $vote space 1. Or do you wish to leave by the dark passage, which is leading off opposite? That is $vote space 2. So $vote space 1 is the statue/fountain examination. $vote space 2 is GTFO. Basically. Yeah, the Evermore soundtrack is not as memorable as the Secret of Mana one. It's fine, but it's, Okay.
Well, they only really have like the like surface level commonality, like Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana.
Oh yeah,
different studios, completely different teams.
Oh yeah. And different conceptually, even in terms of like the world building and all that kind of stuff. I remember years ago there was a guy on Twitch who used to stream speed runs of Secret of Evermore, and was always really angry at the game. Like he'd always play it, and he'd always just be like, god damn it! And I was like,
oh yeah, I can see that because like the half of the game is just backtracking, and I hate it. It's like.
But that I will say though.
Why?
But what about the Metroidvania games though have that backtracking effect?
Yeah, but I don't play those games.
Oh,
I get
see.
angry at them.
But that means that you're missing out on Metroid Dread, one of the
No,
great
because
games
I
on Switch.
fucking suck at platformers.
Oh,
So I'm
I
not
see.
playing them.
Oh man, Metroid Dread is so good.
I'm so bad at platformers. I can't even play Kirby. That's how bad I am at those. Which is a fucking shame because I love Kirby.
Yeah.
Like conceptually, but like I can't play them because I'm just that bad at platformers.
So you need a
It's so
Kirby
frustrating.
RPG, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. We are going to do that. So, chat, we are going to examine this fountain statue thing. All right. Let's see what it says. It is a fountain with a small statue of Talak pouring water into a shallow bowl. The water which trickles out now, though, seems very dark. You catch some in your hand and examine in the light of your lantern. Oh, Talak, it isn't water at all. It's blood. Blood, Barry, blood. What evil has poisoned this place? You hurry from the room. Well, damn. It's a blood fountain. Oh, Geister says the new Kirby is good and there's no real platforming.
The Forgotten Land or what it's called.
I don't remember, but yeah. No real platforming, really. The passage is buckled and twisted, leading away for a short distance before it forks to the left. Straight ahead, the passage narrows and a thin set of steps twists up. The left-hand passage is littered with fallen rocks, but levels off after only a few paces. Will you continue ahead, or will you fork left? $ vote space 1 means you continue ahead. $ vote space 2 means you fork left. Kirby in the Forgotten Land, yeah.
Maybe I'll give that a try. My boyfriend has that one.
Kirby.
But that one isn't as cute as the old games.
Well,
like aesthetic-wise, it's like I like Kirby for like the old like cutesy cotton candy aesthetic.
Cute.
I tried to play the N64 one the
Yeah.
other day because I really like one of the characters from that one, Adelaide.
Yeah.
Because she's so adorable. It's like but also like I fucking suck at that game, so
Cute,
it's just
cheap, or
frustrating.
playable. Pick two. That's how this works. Cute and cheap, playable and cheap. Okay. So Geister says that it is cute, actually. Okay.
Like, is it pink?
So $ vote space 1 chat is that we are continuing ahead. $ vote space 2 means we are forking off to the left. $ vote space 1. Continue ahead. $ vote space 2. Forking to the left.
I do remember playing Kirby Dreamland when I was like very, very, very little. Like
Oh, yeah?
4 or so. I don't know. On the original Game Boy.
Yeah, back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And because, obviously English isn't my first language. And definitely 4-year-old me didn't speak any English.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to call it Kirby's Greenland. For some reason, because I didn't know the difference between dream and green.
Mm-hmm. That's funny, actually. Okay, let's see.
The cat is having a moment.
Okay, here we go. Kids do that kind of thing
Gotcha.
all the time. All right. Okay, going once, chat. Going twice. All right. So. The high vaulted corridor leads past murals depicting the many glorious deeds of Talak's swordbearer to a set of wide steps, at the top of which are great double doors marked with many of Talak's symbols. Carefully you listen at the doors but hear nothing. With your sword ready in your hand, you push open one of the doors and step in. What a magnificent place! Columns stretch out into the shadows on both sides. I'm thinking of Gimli walking in, like, let me get a little more light. Da, 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 da. Okay, the walls are lined with weapons and shields and carved with murals depicting many great deeds. At their center stands a magnificent altar to Talak, which bears a small plinth holding the largest ruby you've ever seen. Could this be the Eye of Talak? You glance warily around you, peering into the shadows. To one side of the altar there's a small door, obviously leading to the stairs up to where you must meet Lascar. Will you approach the altar or leave by the small door? So, $vote space 1 is approach the altar, $vote space 2 is leave by the small door. We do already have the emeralds, so there is that, but of course we don't know for sure if they're right. But we do already have the 2 emeralds. So, but $vote space 1 is approach the altar, $vote space 2 is leave by the small door. Instantaneously split in chat. We have 1 vote for each. $vote space 1 is approach the altar. $vote space 2 leave by the small door. Let's go for the obvious trap and hope luck is on our side. I see, I see. Okay. Last call, last call. Going once. We have to be cautious. Is this a marathon or is this a sprint? Well, that is a good point. That is a good question.
Sword.
Okay, we are just deciding whether to approach this altar with a ruby in it or not. And in the shadows. And Chad is deciding to go for what I quote, the obvious trap. Going once, going twice. Okay, we are going to approach the altar. So, as we approach the altar, there is a picture of this here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, wait. All right, there's this one. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to have to show you. I don't think we have pictures for this one. Except the spectacular pictures that Tari's doing, of course. You pause before the magnificent altar, offering a prayer of thanks to Talak. The jewel is a huge ruby suspended from a glittering chain and resting on a carved plinth. The piece is exquisite. How it could have remained untouched here in this place of evil is a miracle. You gaze deep into the ruby, marveling at the fire that flickers at its heart, and then the clicking starts like the tapping of a huddle of blind beggars, like the creaking of a windmill in a gale. From both sides it comes, and some things are moving in the shadows. Yeah, the Heart of Strahd. Then the things step out from the shadows in all their insane glory. They look like this. That's right, chat. They look like skeleton spiders. That is exactly what they look like. Skeleton spiders. Skeletal, spider-like bodies are topped by bizarre travesties of human features, long dead and long enslaved by chaos. These are the Ishkarim, demonic guardians created by the demon lords to watch over their most important treasures. As the ice-cold gaze of their dead eyes takes in your features, you shudder, your heart sinking in your chest. But still, if you have come this far... Wiping the sweat from your clammy hands, you grip the pommel of your sword and prepare for battle. You may fight the nightmarish creatures in 2s. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Some of these guys are tough, too. Where do we go? Where do we go now? Okay, first Ishkarim has a skill of 9, stamina of 8. Second Ishkarim has a skill of 8, stamina of 9. The third Ishkarim is 7 with 10 stamina. 8 stamina. And the fourth Ishkarim, whoops, for Perth, fourth Ishkarim has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 10. Okay, so that first one is the toughest one, but we have to fight 2 of them at a time and basically roll twice. So we have skill 9, skill 8. Okay, so here we go, Trifid. First one, 17 from the one that we're fighting, and 15 from the one that we're not. 17 from the one we're fighting, 15 from the one that we are not. Ugh. 13. Well, that hurt. Ouch. All right, here we go again. 20 from the one that we are... No, it never gave us the option to eat. That's the only problem I've had with this book so far, is we don't have enough places to eat. Because I think it tells you there are spots where, I think it says... at various times, you will be given opportunities to eat some of the supplies you carry with you. Yeah, so we're not able to eat anywhere, which is too bad. So that was 20 for the first, 16 for the second. We do, however, have a save point near here, so that's good. Okay, so that means that we lose to one and not to the other. Okay, 19 and 18. These are not good rolls for me, for us, for everyone. That scimitar should do the job, or the, not scimitar, that cutlass should do the job. Okay, 19. So we tied the one that we're trying to hit, and the other one we defeated, but we can't do anything. We beat that round, but we can't do anything about it, unfortunately. For Gondor, 20. Ugh. 20 and 10. Yeah, I wish we got the 20. I wish that we had 10 for both of them. All right, 20 and 10. I have a feeling we're going to have to do this one again, is my guess. Yeah. We're in big trouble. All right, this one is 14.
Blood sugar is in the basement.
Oh, no. Okay, this one is 14 and 16, Trifid. We could do it. Fight back. 17. All right. That time we hit him. $18 or 14? Or rather 18 and 14, I should say. We got about a half hour left, Ari, so you know. Ish. Mm-hmm. Okay, 15. That is good enough for one, but not for the other. Unfortunately. And it's the one that we're not fighting. Then we have a 16 and a 15. You're in big trouble. This is still never tell me the odds. Exactly. 16 and a 15. 15. Death count 2. We found Lascar this time. All right. So the good news is, though, chat, that we had a save point very close by to this. That is the good news. We had a save point very close to this. In fact, We pretty much had a save point that was right, like, let me just make sure here. We had a save point right before this room, actually. So that is okay. We do not keep the treasure. You did great, Triffid. I mean, it wasn't your fault. Like, it was just going to happen. Okay, I think we had, like, I think we had 11. Or no, it couldn't be 11. It would have been 10. We had 12 points, yeah. We do not keep the treasure. Well, I mean, yes, we keep the stuff that we don't keep the ruby, which is the one that was there. We still have the emeralds, of course. So let me read this section again, which is right before this room, which is that we're looking at this altar thing as we are looking around in this place with the columns. So the question is, chat, do we try to fight them again? There's still terrible odds. Do we try to fight them again, or do we leave the chamber? We had a save point right before this, so that's fine. But do we fight them again, or do we leave by the small door? That's the question. Oh, and I should actually put up a vote, shouldn't I? $sign vote space 1 means we fight them a second time. $sign vote space 2 means we leave. $sign vote space 1, we fight them again. $sign vote space 2, we leave.
If it's all right with you,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like to call it a day on my end.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fine, Tari. I know you're tired.
Before I pass out.
I know you were tired. Do you need to bail?
Well, no, it's like not the tiredness. Right now, it's like the blood sugar.
Yeah, the blood sugar lessening type of thing. So should I have you run through your drawings and let you go so you can go eat?
Sure.
Okay. No, we're not going to stop yet, Triffid, because we're right near the end of the book, actually. I think.
Oh?
Yeah, we are right near the end of the book.
Today.
I think there's a good chance, depending on what happens. But you don't have to keep. You can get your. You can get. You could also, like, you want to get a snack. You don't have to keep drawing. Do you want to get a snack?
Yeah, but like by the time I won't like.
Oh,
the sugar kicks in, like.
It won't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So no. Okay, so this was the warm up.
Okay. Then we had the pterodactyl lizard folk battle. Yep.
Yes.
Very awesome. That was really cool. Major shadowing and shading right here. Yep.
Thank you.
That was really cool. Maybe my favorite of the night, of the day.
Thank you. Yeah, like people always tell me that I need to like draw heavier shadows like this, but like I don't wanna. I know it looks cool, but I don't want to do it.
It takes too long.
Sense?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't even take too long. It just like isn't as fun for me to do. That makes sense.
I see. It does look really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like the whole. Oh God, what was his name? The artist of Hellboy. Like also does these like really heavy blocky shadows and everything.
Yes, that's true.
What was his name? I can't think of it.
I can't think of it either.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then we got the sword.
Yes, the jeweled sword. Bejeweled sword or bejeweled cutlass, basically, of this. And we'll see whether this helps against the evil the evil lizard folk empire. Mike Mignola was the artist for Hellboy.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yes.
Very cool. Good stuff today, Tari. So we're gonna we will finish up the book chat, but assuming that we can get through what we need to. But we will let Tari go, and then Tari will be back next week with Beowulf, and then next month we'll have more of more Gamebook illustration with, if we win this one, with book 31, which would be Slaves of the Abyss. If we win this one.
The Abyss?
Slaves of the Abyss. So where, Tari, can the fine folks find you before next week?
On Tumblr and on Instagram and on Blue Sky, at TariToons on all of these, and also at Beasties in My Bag, which is the new tabletop RPG that I am developing and illustrating, where you go adventuring with a little monster companion.
Yep, I'm excited for this. It's going to hopefully I can with Tari's permission, we can premiere it when it's done on this channel. Would love
Yes,
to,
yes,
love
yes.
to see
That was the
that.
plan.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet.
Yeah, there's some work to be done, but still, it's gonna be cool.
Quite a few, quite a bit. Yeah.
Very, very good stuff. Cool. I am excited for that, and of course, Tari also responsible for like 95% of the emotes in this channel as well. So, Tari's done a lot of artwork as well. Tari, get some food and then get some rest. But thank you so much as always. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing TariToons? And Tari, I will see you down the line.
Bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty. So, we will come back up to that. Okay. Cool. So, but let us wrap up with the, let's wrap up the book. We have about another 25 minutes or so. So let's wrap up with the book depending on what happens here. So, $ vote space 1 means we fight these guys again. $ vote space 2 means we do not. $ vote space 2 means we go, we leave by the small door. So, $ vote space 1, fight them again. $ vote space 2, leave by the door. So we currently are tied up. And I'm going to last call this. Last call. Oh yeah, you could just do the $ change vote if you want to change your vote, Tom. Christensen has voted 2. If you want to change your vote, Tom, and it sounds like you did, maybe. In which case, $ change vote space 2 would be what we're looking for. Do you want to change your vote, or Tom? Or are you good? What? Censorship? What are you talking about? No, it's not censorship. You just have to do $ change vote space 2. Oh, I see. So, just do $ change vote 2. And then I was like, censorship? What do you mean? It's unprecedented. Man, there's a lot of tracks in this Secret of Evermore. It's a long soundtrack, relatively speaking. All right, so going once, going twice, and yeah, voted 2 before. Oh, maybe it was just like voting twice. Okay. Oh, you did already. Oh, okay. I thought you were changing your vote from 1. I now understand. Okay. Right. Let's see. So, the door opens easily enough. So we're leaving the chamber. The door opens easily enough, leading to a narrow, rough-hewn passageway which slopes up for some distance. Eventually, it ends in a small, smooth-walled chamber. Another leads off to your left, but you're more interested in the stairs, which spiral up to Lascar and freedom. The staircase spirals on up, though thankfully its condition is not too bad. Eventually, after a taxing climb, you reach the top, where your way is barred by another small metal-bound door. You sneak through into a dingy anteroom. Through an archway you can see into the temple. Lascar is standing, his back towards you, as if contemplating the small altar before him. Will you enter and join him? That's $ vote space 1. Or will you wait a moment so as not to disturb him? So $ vote space 1 is will you enter and join him? Wait a moment so as not to disturb him is $ vote space 2. So $ vote space 1 is will you enter and join him? $ vote space 2 is will you wait a moment so as not to disturb him? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Tom. Yep. Yep. Alrighty, chat seems to be moving in that direction. Okay. Going once. Going twice. All right, we're going to wait. And there we go. Caro has also gotten his vote in. Okay, so we're going to wait so as not to disturb him. All right. You hesitate a moment. Check this. Wow, chat. Check this out. You hesitate a moment and your eyes widen as you see a large lizard man march briskly across to Lascar, talk for a moment, salute, and then march back out of your sight. It is a trap. The betrayal, chat. The betrayal. Doot, doot, doot. Do you have the arm of Talak or not? Well, we do have the arm of Talak, actually. We do indeed. You duck back into the shadows, fumbling for the sword. You are certain that a gemstone should fit into the hilt of the weapon. Have you found any gems on your travels? We have. So there are 4 choices that it gives us, but we only have one option here because we didn't get the ruby. So the option we have are the diamonds, which we didn't get, so we can't do that one. The second one is the emeralds. We did find those. The third one is the jets. I don't even know where those were, but we did not find those. And the fourth one is the ruby. So obviously, this is easy. Either we're right and we found the eyes of Talak, or we're not right and we didn't. So the emeralds are the only option. But we did find those when we got the crown from that hero. So we're going to put those, let's see. All right, chat. Place your bets. Do you think that, what do you think? Are these emeralds going to be correct or not? Before I read the entry, do we think these are going to be right? It is eyes. It did say eyes. Yes, it did, which makes me think that's positive, but I don't know. So what do we think, chat? What's our feeling? Is this going to be right? We just slapped together some sort of gems. Well, I mean, we found the arm of Talak. We were told we had to find the arm of Talak and the eyes of Talak. So, I don't know. Either we found the right ones or we didn't. I guess we're going to discover it in a moment. All right, let's see. The 2 gems slot into the hilt perfectly, and power courses through your veins. The emerald eyes of Talak gleam with holy energy. Waving the sword above your head, you cry, "Talak, be with me!" and leap for Lascar. This betraying bastard. The blade cuts deep into the old man, slicing cleanly as the power guides your arm. The traitor dies, gurgling and choking. You step astride his body, the look in your eyes daring anyone to challenge you. The evil lizard men hesitate, unsure of just how much power you now have. You raise your sword aloft, and in confirmation of your powers, the air begins to shimmer. Coalescing from nothing, 1,000 warriors materialize around you. Holy energy, Trivet. Materialize around you, golden weapons at the ready. The lizard men murmur in terror as the ancient soldiers begin to slice through their ranks. You turn away in disgust, but the sickening slaughter is soon over. With you at their head, the warriors step back into rank. It really is Aragorning it. You march away into the west towards Vaimorna, the power of your master, Talak's sword-bearer, blazing through every atom of your body. With a force like this, charging into battle with the sun behind you, you will free Vaimorna from the clutches of evil and chaos. Item 400, entry 400, the end. Victory. Let's go. That still only counts as one. We did it. Good work, chat. Battleblade Warrior complete. I actually really liked this one because it was a lot more straightforward than Chasms of Malice, which was just a pain in the ass. This one was actually like fairly straightforward. Also, we made some good decisions there, and Trifid's super impressive dice rolling was good. The only problem I had with this book was that the provisions, you didn't have enough options to eat provisions. And in all the other books, you can eat provisions whenever. So, victory. We only died twice. That's cool. I like that. And it gave us a chance to get some, lizard man stuff as well. Very nice work, chat. Book 31 complete. Okay, now, so good work on this. So the question is, we're cursed to put our hands on everything. So we really got lucky then, because we went through, we grabbed for the rags, we got the sword, and then we fought the warrior, right, who had the crown with the emeralds on it. He was not easy. We beat him. And once we beat him, then he had the emeralds. So thank you again, Tom. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that so much. A tier 1 sub gifted to Geister. Thank you, Tom, very much. Your second gift sub of the day. Very kind of you. That was good stuff. Everybody. Good work. So Battleblade Warrior complete. Let me show you what we're going to be playing next month, which is called Slaves of the Abyss, I think. Also, that was the one that was written by Mark Gascoigne. You unlocked an achievement? Oh, nice. Thank you, Tom. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And yeah, welcome back to the Arvanauts. Should we do chat shows and nominations since we have some extra time? I guess we could do that, Triffid. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll put chat shows and nominations up here. Just before we do that, though, just a note that the author of that book of Battleblade Warrior was Mark Gascoigne, who I mentioned last time has had a long career. He actually ran for a long time Black Library. He was the main editor of Black Library, which does all of the Warhammer books with like Dan Abnett's stuff and whatever. And then he was also at Angry Robot Books for a while, along with Lee Harris. And now I believe is the managing editor at Aconite Books as well. So, yeah, so he actually has a long history, and that was one of the ones that he wrote. So congratulations, everybody. We beat Battleblade Warrior. So now we are on to next month. We're going to be doing this. I don't know about this cover. Slaves of the Abyss. So it says, Calamare lies defenseless. The army is away, facing an invasion to the north, and now a new threat is at hand. Another enemy from the east. Lady Carolina of Calamare summons you, a famous adventurer, to her aid. But can you help? Will you manage to preserve the stronghold of good against the invading hordes? Or is this task beyond even your heroic abilities? You will need your wits as well as your sword of Fang-Thane steel to prevent the sands of time engulfing the city. I don't know that it's that. I don't think it's sci-fi, Triffid. I think it is... Oh my gosh. You have this blade of steel. Whenever you roll a double 6 in battle, you score a killing blow on your opponent and they immediately die. Yeah, no, I agree. That also codes vaguely sci-fi to me also. I agree. I would have thought the same thing about that. Anyway, that's cool. Killer blow. What if you get Yahtzee? I know. And then there's also, oh man, there's a race against time. So there's a time sheet. You see that? So it's time sensitive, I guess. And you have to finish it pretty quickly. Wow. Yeah, interesting. That's cool. That's going to be book 32 as we continue to make progress with this. That was good. I like Battleblade Warrior, though. I liked it. It was clear. It was straight ahead. It was nice after the very big confusion of what we had last time. So that was super cool. Okay. All right. Let me transition over to here. And let me get rid of, although it was cool. Thank you, Secret of Evermore, for the OST. Okay. So, chat. And by the way, thanks again to Batar Lashes for being awesome. That was really great. March 5th, 2024 is the last one of those. Okay. And I'm going to close that. No, actually, I don't want to close that. I'm going to close that, though, and I'm going to close the dice roller, and I'll close that after we do polls. Okay, right. So Trivid makes a good point. Let us do our polls here, which is this. And let's do nominations. This is not going to be happening for a few weeks because I have Beowulf coming up next week, he said doubtfully, I think. No, yeah, Beowulf is coming up next week. And then the week after that is Beowulf with Trend. So this is not going to happen for it's going to be 3 weeks before we do this game. But it's still worth doing. So the question is, a Goblin Blood Mage is a Hemogoblin and his Orc companion bodyguard is Orxygen. Tremendous. That's good work, Keister. I approve of what you've done, and I would like to subscribe to your newsletter. All right. What game should I play this month? All right, chat. Nominations are open. 1 nomination per person, please, and thank you. And I reserve the right to veto. Nominations for games to be played, yes. And I reserve the right to veto if I'm going to do them otherwise, or if it's like a horror game or it just doesn't seem to fit to me. I hope you like pixel art. Well, but no, it can't be a game. It's got to be a new game, Tom. It can't be a game that I've played before, though. Well, I mean, it could be a game that I've played before, but not on stream. And I have played that on stream. Blacktail. What is Blacktail, Geister? I know Songs of Conquest because I know Effect Life nominated that for a couple months, I think. What is Blacktail? So far we have 2. We have Songs of Conquest. We have Blacktail. It's narrative Baby Yaga first-person puzzle game with moral choices. Okay, that all sounds good. I mean, I played a puzzle game with moral choices that was Chance of Senar. That was a Patreon Fuel game 2 months ago, and I finished that. Very cool, yeah. All right. Oh, Baba Yaga. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were trying to say Baby Yoda or if you were saying Baba Yaga. Right. Okay. Narrative Baba Yaga first-person puzzle game. Nice. Awesome. I will check that out. Okay. So Songs of Conquest, Blacktail, Californium. What is that one? Oh, I know, Tom. I have played not millions. I've definitely played. Have I in my life played thousands of games? I probably have. I've definitely played hundreds. I was trying to remember if I played thousands. I probably have played thousands. I am not playing Leisure Suit Larry. No. What is Californium, Triffid? And try another one, Tom. You could try another like simulator if you want. An adventure game. Oh, a tribute to science fiction author Philip K. Dick. Oh, cool. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Nominated by Prince Justin. Who is at work. Okay, that's cool. Dig it. I'm on board. Yeah, Tom, you could try another sim. You could try like, I've played X-Wing. I've played TIE Fighter. The ones that's safe for work. No, I know. The one that's safe for work. SFW. That's what I'm saying. There is none. There are no Leisure Suit Larrys that are safe for work, sadly. No, it's not games I own. It can be any, as long as I can. It's any game, Tom, on any console or system that I have. So I have an Intellivision, I can play that. I have a Retron, so I can play Game Boy Color games, Game Boy games. I can play Sega Genesis games, Sega Master System games. I can play Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. I technically can play on my Wii U, although I kind of don't like it. The Wii U is kind of a pain, but I can technically do that. I have a Nintendo Switch, so I can play that. I have a PS5, so anything on that I can get. And obviously I have a PC, so I can get anything on GOG or Steam. So pretty much the only thing that I don't have is like an Xbox that I can really use, or I don't know, something that's like Linux based or whatever. So as long as it was within that context, it's fine. And Songs of Conquest is on GOG. I knew about that one. I mean, I've seen that one. Songs of Conquest, Blacktail, Californium. Well, that fits, Philip K. Dick, yeah. So yeah, feel free to suggest another one, Tom. The only time I veto them is when I've either played them before on stream, or if it's like a horror game that I know that I'm not going to enjoy. I have not, and actually, funny you mentioned that, Tom, because the sequel, well, not the sequel, the spin-off from that is Styx, and I did play a few months ago Styx on this channel and like that. So that's perfectly fine. If you want to choose that one, do you want Orcs Must Die? I've never played it, and I'd be happy to. Do you want me to do that one? Totally cool with that nomination, if that's what you want. I have not played Contradiction. I have not. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, Orcs Must Die. No, you Christensen, I have not played Contradiction. What is that? Dragon. So which is the original version, Tom? Is that the one available on GOG? I hope. Because I need to be able to actually get it. I can get it if it's on GOG. I can get it if it's on Steam. But I just need to be able to get it. So if the version is not available anywhere, then... Oh, you mean the first one. That's fine. That should be okay. Okay. Is it a... but not now, to be clear. I think I have actually heard of Leather Goddesses of Phobos, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Christensen, when you say it's a full motion video, it's not. Is it a like super violent or horror based one, or is it like a detective interrogation deal? Before I say sure, I'll put that in the nomination list. I'm putting it here, but I want to. That's pending your response. Detective? Okay, cool. Like 3 weeks, Tom. We're going to do the vote now. So last call for nominations, and then I'm going to open this up, and then the top 3 vote getters here are going to be put by my amazing mods into a straw poll link, and that's going to be linked to the next game command, and then you will have at least a week and possibly 2 to vote for which game of those 3 you'd like me to play. So you heard the name but never played it? Okay, yeah. Leather Goddesses of Phobos actually does sound familiar, and I do think it's like, yeah, it's a text one. Okay, going once, going twice. All right, here we go. So, chat, go ahead and get... Now, this is a good point where you can... Wait, don't do anything. Wait, hold up. Don't do that. No, I do want this, actually. I take that back. Okay, so go ahead and get your votes in. $ vote space 1 is Songs of Conquest. $ vote space 2 is Blacktail. $ vote space 3 is Californium. Sure, you can link, you Christensen. $ vote space 4 is Orcs Must Die, the first one. $ vote space 5 is Contradiction. So go ahead and get your votes in. The top 3 vote getters will go on to the final sort of voting round, and then that's the one that will be posted in chat. That's the one which Triffid will put in Discord at some point. So yeah. Mine will totally win. Bribery. No. You are very much not a ow, that really hurt. You are very much not a corrupt individual, Tom. You have an ethical standard. What would Han Solo say? Actually, wait a minute. Every time I see Californium, though, I think about, I'm just thinking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. To dream of Californication. Dream of California. We will keep it fair, Han Solo way, of course. All right, we have 2 votes for Californium, so it looks like that's going to go through. And then again, we need enough votes. We need the top 3 vote getters. Technically, if we end up with just 2 that are clearly far and away the winners, then we might just put up 2. I usually put 3, but I'm also happy to put up 2 if those are obviously the choices. The end is going to be in a couple of weeks, Tom. It'll either be next Tuesday, or I usually give it a week for the votes to come in, but because I'm not going to be playing this for a few weeks, we're just doing it now because we had some extra time at the end of the session. So because that we're doing it now, it's going to be a few weeks. So final vote is not going to be for at least a week and maybe 2. But what Triffett said is right. The top 3 of today's entries will go in a straw poll that people can vote on. And actually that people can vote on even when they're in here too. So get your votes in, chat. I am going to need one more vote here. We're going to need one more. So we need votes to split this off somehow. Either we're going to need people have to change vote, or we'll need to add some votes in here as well. Right, of course. Yeah, of course, Triffid. Yep, I get it. So yeah, Songs of Conquest, Orcs Must Die, Contradiction. We're going to need another vote for 1 or 2 of those to go along with Californium to go into the final round, as it were. So going once. I can't even do going once because I need someone to, I need other clarifications, let us say. All right, let me last call this. Anybody? Anyone else willing to shift or change their vote? Because I really don't want to put 4 up there. Okay. Californium and Orcs Must Die. All right, so we have 2 votes there. All right, so last call. If Songs of Conquest or Contradiction get another vote, then we'll have 3. If neither one of them get a vote, like if they're both stay at 1, then we're just going to put 2 up today for this month, Californium and Orcs Must Die. So if we get one more vote for either Songs of Conquest or Contradiction, then we'll have 3 in the final ballot, as it were. And if not, if they just stay the same, then Californium and Orcs Must Die will be the ones that will go to the final ballot. All right, last call. So countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here goes my cat. One of my cats. That is right. And okay, closed. Okay, so we have 2 choices this time, chat. Just 2, Californium and Orcs Must Die, the original version. Those are the 2. So that's going to go on the straw poll. Triffid or one of the mods, maybe Dragon/Triffid, can do this, are going to put together a straw poll with those 2, and then they're going to link it to the next game command. And once we've done that, hello Ganesh. Hello my other cat. And once we have done that, then we're going to post that, and then you will be able to get your votes in, and then we'll have that up there for at least a week, maybe 2. Because like I said, I'm not playing this for 3 weeks, so it's going to be a little while. It's been a while since I had this vote right now. It's been a while since I would have it, and everything I can remember. A little bit from Stained. Okay, so as I start closing up shop here for the stream today, we'll hopefully link that. So do we have that, mods? We see that now? Californium and Orcs Must Die. The one that won, so 2 months ago was Chance of Senar. Last month was Kinseed. And this month it's going to be between Californium And Orcs Must Die. Thank you so much, Triffid, for being awesome. Very much appreciated. And for also the great dice rolling today. So there you go, chat. Californium or Orcs Must Die original version. So you can get your votes in there right now. Go ahead and vote on that link. You're only going to be able to vote once, of course. But go ahead and get those links in. And then we will post that in the Discord, and we'll have that running for a week or two. So there you go. Orcs Must Die or Californium. Good job. Thank you, everybody. Very much appreciate that. Let's get rid of that polls thing. And yes, close the application. Okay. So that, everybody, is going to do it for today. I want to thank everyone for, at least I should say, on this channel, but I'm still going to be over on GOG.com, don't forget. So I'm going to be over on GOG.com's Twitch channel in a little under an hour. I'll be playing more Dredge today. I'm in the end game now of Dredge, so I think I have either one, maybe two more sessions left. And then we'll be, yeah, we already won, close the poll. We'll keep it up there. We'll keep it up there. And by the way, if yours doesn't win, Tom, remember that many people have voted, like have selected and tried to get nominated games, and they ultimately do get them in there. It just takes a while. Trendane must have done World of Goo like 4 or 5 times before finally actually getting it. And then it did go in. And I actually played World of Goo a little bit beyond that too. So Dredge, a really, really fun game. I'm in the end game of that. I'll be playing that today. And then I will be, so we'll be doing that today. And then again, probably some Dredge coming next week as well, which will probably finish it up. I might wrap it today, but probably, no, I know. I might wrap it today, but best guess is that probably it'll take 2 sessions. So probably today and next week. And then I don't know what I'm playing after that, honestly, for video games on Pen and Pixels. I have some possibilities. I'm thinking about RPG stuff. We'll see. I'm considering it. So. To get No One Lives Forever, allegedly. Till you studied the ballot. Exactly. So yeah, we're going to do that. Tomorrow night, remember, we have got the community D&D of Waterdeep Dragon Heist with the Shadow Crew. That'll be tomorrow night. And then Thursday afternoon, or Thursday evening at 9 p.m. is the premiere on this channel of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yay, woohoo! Let's go. That's going to be happening this Thursday night, so that'll be a good time. So that's right, Chance of Centaur. That thing won, and then not only did it win, but then I played it all the way through Effect Life, so it was good stuff. But that is going to do it for me for today on this channel. So if you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. And thanks to everybody who was watching on the YouTube channel. Please sub to me over there. !ArvCord is the Discord channel. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. !ArvTweets is my Twitter, where you can follow me. I will always post when I'm going live and about other various things. !ArvSky is Blue Sky. You can follow me over there as well. And the website for this is arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop, that's the merchandise area for the channel. That helps the channel and also gets you cool swag. The Patreon, !Arvtron is right there. We're really trying to get that number above into the triple digits again, so I would love to see support there. There's stuff that you can get there that you can't get via subbing. There's also stuff you can get via subbing that you can't get via the Patreon, so I tried to make them not overlap. Definitely support that if you can. Cool stuff for you, plus it moves us towards various channel goals, like a new writing competition and stuff like that. If we get it to a certain level. So please consider jumping on board with that. And of course, subbing to the channel, as several of you were kind enough to do today, plus the very kind multiple gift subs from TomTom. So thank you so much for that, TomTom. That is another thing that you can do to support the channel, those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. On the publication side, !Icarus, that's my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library is my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade, that is my Grey Assassin trilogy. Greyshade and Renegade available now. The first 2 books in the Grey Assassin trilogy. The audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks is available now. You can get those at that link. You can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, being designed by Brandon O'Brien and published by Alligator Alley Entertainment. That'll be out late this year. You can pre-order that now. And you can also pre-order Heretic, which is the final book of the Grey Assassin trilogy. It is the longest of the 3 books, and it will be out in the summer December of this year. So it is going to be out on schedule. So please support us in those ways. Last but certainly not least, of course, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now. That's the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in this situation in the future. Again, thank you to everyone who made this an awesome stream today. My wonderful mods, Dragon Spear and Triffity Mats, best in the business. Thank you, mods. Thank you as well to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers, Dragon and Triffid and Effect Life and Echo Alpha and Arinth and Geister and Tom and you, Christensen. Thank you to all of those. And Tom, thank you again for the gift subs. Very generous of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my viewers. Thank you to Alyssa. Thank you to Aqua. Thank you to Craigery. What's up, Craigery? Thank you to Divinorium. Hello, Div. Thank you to EA. Hello, EA. Thank you to Happy Bones, to Joseph. Thank you to Live Suing. What's up, Live Suing? Thank you to Pyron Jade. Hello, Pyron. Hope you feel better. Thank you to Regress, and thank you to Tarsai. Thank you, everyone. Much love to all, and I will see you over on GogCom's Twitch channel in about 50 minutes for more Dredge as we move into the end game there, and then I will see you back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for the D&D Community D&D with the Shadow Crew with Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and then Thursday night at 9 p.m. for the premiere of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's going to be a good time. Thank you especially today, of course, to the amazing TariToons for the wonderful illustrations as always, who does these streams with me. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much, Tari, for the amazing art as well. That's it. Much love to all of you. I'll see you folks over on GogCom in about 50 minutes. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good day. Honk.